And I think even the Brothers Sparta are going to have a lot of trouble. Juri, a very good left-right player, specifically with something like Cold Star. Unfortunately, Nero is going to spend a lot of the meter that he's going to be earning, which makes it a bit harder to work into a Vergil team. And there we go. Oh my god. Our dear friend Broseph here, getting the most for their troubles. Goes into another one. Not quite a true timer scam, but damn close to it, as this extension requires a lot of bar. Goes into the mix here. Cross up, but yeah, Juri has a bit of a trouble confirming after that high hit. This time it's going to Ed's DMC5. Ed likely to build as much bar as possible and probably go into regular Vergil. Definitely an easier kill route, but oh, speaking of easier routes, that one falls out at the worst time. That's it. That confidence. Still has 3 bars, still to follow my lead, and unfortunately both the assists very vulnerable, even if they're quite lethal.
You're finished. You're finished.
And given the fact that there is a Cold Star on the ground the minute he lands, Ed doing the right thing, just holding this air position, relying on splashes.
Don't move. Just like old times.
Massages a little bit of a cross up there. Broseph already a little too comfortable with just chasing and expecting more projectiles. And goes for the last part. Just needs that last burst of damage. And now, Sin Devil Trigger, bring in the assist, and if you have seen anything, you'll be how insane this assist is for any character, but specifically Vergil. Ooh, you cannot be whiffing these. And this Ami comeback possibly about to start, but the assist just too lethal. High time, X Factor, keep it simple. Oh my god. The first slash missed. The second slash actually hit just in time. Broseph making a big move on the first half, but taking half the life on their assist character. Ed just starts to clock up this meter here. Good mash out. And Broseph stays calm. Ooh, crosses over. Takes the damage they can get, going to let Juri get back some life, but now Doom the one possibly to start bleeding here. Oh, that was so cheap. Just not prepared mentally for 2 different moving lethal moves back to back like that. Ed assembling that combo on the fly. Going to get Gerbera as their weapon arm of choice. Nero character who, in addition to having the rev up mechanic, also can replace his devil arms. And with 3 bombs, 3 earned and 3 ready beams available, he can kill off of anything. Doesn't even need to get the second one here. DHC was not required. Akami Shuffle grabs the assist character. Unfortunately, only able to keep the point at that situation. Nice low profile. Is this going to be another assist call? Wow. That going straight through Akami Shuffle into another pickup. Ed is just cooking at the moment. That's unblockable if you don't interact with it. Nice adjustment. Another Akami Shuffle. This one tags 2 characters, and that is the end of Nero. There is perhaps the smallest light at the end of the tunnel now. There we go, Ed likely to finish this out. Oh, the small body character is making this a lot harder than you would guess. Goes for it again. And lets it rip. Mash out. Broseph is staying in this game. Has the most possible damage he can get on the one. And now it is low chance, but it is not. Now is impossible.
Player 1 wins. Get ready to brawl. Fight.
Ooh, immediately Broseph going to go. Tries to make it into a mix. As the first connect was a little weird. Cold Star actually not allowing the off the ground to proper pickup, so having to go for the reset. That dive kick, incredibly meaty if it connects. And 2 for 2. That Cold Star actually ruining the sequence. Meaning that despite getting 2 great connections, Broseph did not manage to kill Nero. And they're going to take a lot of advantage of the situation. The throw again. Into the sandwich. And instantly goes into the X Factor. But Broseph, this time the reflex is not fast enough to react. To let this X Factor go and lose Juri in the process. A huge momentum. Now has to rely on the Doom. A fortunate situation giving them this throw. Needs to work on both that kill and getting the bar for Ami. But oh, second chance. Taking it this time. Oh, could have extended up the assist to get just a little bit more damage without having to spend the bar, but it's all good. Found the 2 they needed for that follow my lead. Unbelievable. Ed actually knew they had a move that was going to get through it. And Edsadiet telling everybody to hold his own mix. Goes into the X Factor. Nero has limitless power at this point. Claim another victory. And arguably the first, possibly a long sequence of players going to be bringing out the Team Sparta. I expect this is a shell.
Decent amount of task in some situations, but I'm curious to see what they do when they have access to some nice Flight 8-way air dash characters.
Right, and well, you have Taskmaster. You have an amazing platform for dumping meter into kills.
Ooh, Task getting the knockdown here. Oh, I don't believe angled arrows non-super OTGs. I think that just the downward, can the Taskmaster player in chat correct me if I am wrong? But Taskmaster, one of his many benefits, he is a very healthy thief. Yeah, only H arrows OTG for if you don't spend meter.
And as far as slower projectiles go, oh my god, nice use of the War Destroyer. Gonna catch that descending slash.
Ooh, and had the confirmed there for a moment off of the Psycho Crusher assist. Got the hard knockdown, but then managed to not get caught by that. This is looking, what would your plan be as far as like leaving, oh, Ultron gets killed, but Taskmaster did manage to get back up to a good 3/4 of their life.
Oh, that's gonna catch the long limb, yeah, War Machine hangs a bit below his feet.
Ooh,
I think we were relying.
Let's see, War Machine does have tools to approach from a lot of different angles, so Taskmaster needs to be pretty conscious about how he's fighting this character, because it's not like you could just put arrows in one space and then cover everything he wants to do. So, ooh, getting to the other side, but not having much... It's always, if you're not accustomed to the timing of a counter, and you're like, okay, when do I actually punish this? It can be very challenging to make sure you do the right thing there. The easy thing is just try to go for a throw, because that'll work, but then if you want like the full punish, which you do because you're playing in tournament, a lot of the time, trying to figure out when that counter window ends can be a little challenging for characters you're not as accustomed to fighting.
Right, and you have to be super careful. No one quite knows the patterns for those mix except Backpack, really.
And War Machine is armed.
Back in.
Okay, and super jumping, like, even if you have X Factor, you can also wait out armor. It is one of your... Oh no! Did not wait out the armor, but now armor did exactly what it needed to as the last hit of it ran out.
Oh, no.
And with that...
Wait, it's not over.
Oh gosh, this could go to either one of them. And CaptainBackpak maintaining the pressure with his Hayato, even at a very fraction of his life. Good stuff to Backpack, clutching it out against Shogundo.
Zaroio reminding Backpack has a command throw he's not using.
I feel like the Footsie's tools... The mine is a soft knockdown, Tabs. It is not just wild hit stun, it is always wild hit stun. It will soft knock down from the top of the screen once you have done a TAC infinite and gone into it.
Okay, this is interesting. Nice. Good defensive Taskmaster option. Just get to the opposite side and then shield slash.
And let's see if, manages to get in there with those shield skills. Nice stuff to CaptainBackpak. Gets the down arrows, but then doesn't super cancel quite fast enough.
Oh.
I think that was a good investment of X Factor. They had the drop. Ultron didn't have a safety HC, and now they get to get life back with Ultron while also getting to fight the solo anchor. Oh,
Frame advantage was key both places now. Oh, that's too late. You can definitely punish that with up arrows. Didn't go for it, but...
Oh, the triple arrows. The third one was getting through. Oh, getting the throw. Goes straight into super. Let's see. Decides to just leave Ultron in with the Hayato assist. I know that CaptainBackpak's a fan of the jumping Hayato assist. I am curious to see how that works out in controlling the spaces Captain Marvel wants to be. But just Blitz Blow. Great use of Blitz Blow and footsies by Shogundo.
Far.
Oh, the level 3 went the wrong way. And with that, CaptainBackpak going up 2-0 over Shogundo in this set with their brand new Ultron they're bringing the bracket. And the Taskmaster. Was Taskmaster the solution all along, Wizard Tim?
I think in this case, yes. Backpack is really familiar with the character, has all of their punishes down to the automatic level, and just doesn't panic. I mean, you saw him adjusting of arrows, adjusting of keep away, cross up, counter. He's utilizing all the tools, and under dangerous situations, isn't flinching. Oh, I like me some Carnage. I've always thought Shogundo's Carnage is definitely one of his more, let's call it exotically violent characters.
Ooh, and Carnage says, follow my lead. Looks like we're gonna get a King in Crimson instead of a King in Black here. Going with the Carnage to try and take this, and I like having this combination of assists for Carnage. Having a beam in order to take advantage of how fast his movement is on the ground is great, and then having Ami so that he could take advantage of his very solid...
well, you can get a little more than that.
But he's gonna mix here. And then the pressure afterwards is safe. Oh, Taskmaster gets caught.
As Exodus.
And Taskmaster dies. Shogundo, leaving Carnage a little bit back for that mix, decides to go for the ground pound, but then pressure with Ami is going to be able to get something started, but getting out of this corner against Carnage with assists has been very challenging for CaptainBackpak. The orb catches, full combo. Oh no, super jumped under him. That was a tragedy for Backpack, but is able to get back right into it. But
no.
Shogundo was getting a lot of momentum. Oh, could have just let it rock for a while.
Yeah, Spaghetti is an amazing tool for Carnage just because you can completely stop momentum with it.
Yeah, if you're like, I know you're going to be moving in one of these areas, and it's in a way that you just have a hitbox, the hitbox will not protect you. This is going to catch you, friend. just death ray in a lot. But Shogundo, very happy to just wait during a lot of this until as soon as he went in, everything went wrong and Backpack took off half of his
careful.
life.
Got tagged. You gotta be so careful when you can run into those photons.
Oh, and unfortunately didn't get the opportunity to hit Carnage there, and that makes it all part of the plan. It was a bait. But now
Is this
Shogun,
that time? We got a
it's so high up, my gosh. Now X Factor used for Shogundo, didn't manage to confirm with it, but is in a situation where they have 3 characters and the hit and gets on the board. It looked like that Carnage on point with the Doom Ami was a good adjustment on their behalf. Was able to really get momentum with Carnage, and then the Doom Ami helped in every situation too.
Get ready to brawl. Fight!
okay. Players just trading here. Oh my god, Backpack has had to block so many situations.
And that successfully blocked a decent amount of them. But I also feel like I don't know if Hayato needs to be on point here, because the anchor Hayato had been doing work, and now, well, we'll see. Maybe the anchor Taskmaster is the solution all along. Ami getting hit, but not enough to confirm. And now Shogundo getting in there has been getting a lot out of air dash into S and then going into axe hands. Ooh, confirmed by a CaptainBackpak, has the fight. And doesn't quite get the combo into the dive, but is getting closer. Oh, too far away, I think, for some of the outcomes, but this is going to be some chip damage on Carnage. Ends up X-Factoring. How do you feel about that X, Wizard Tim?
I think it might be about getting health back or just trying to pin down a character they don't think they can actually catch.
Chips out Carnage, okay. Dr. Doom coming in has 2 bars. Do you think we will see a follow my lead? 3 bars.
If Shogundo likes that playstyle,
Level
you
3's
bet it's
available?
coming.
Oh, CaptainBackpak is smarter than me. I would have level 3'd and Shogundo would have just X-Factored and been safe. But Backpack was able to just block it out. Now is going to lose Ultron, but has Taskmaster to try and fight these, and there's no follow my lead available anymore, which is very favorable for Backpack. But foot dive is favorable for Shogundo, going to be able to come from the top ropes. Ooh, Backpack has had very favorable interactions with follow my lead
challenge.
very consistently here. Oh no, too high.
Oh, ooh. That worked.
And gets the throw. X Factor already used for Shogundo. This is pretty even though Ami has half of X Factor left. She's going to need to work kind of hard in order to... Oh! And didn't get over the arrows. This is looking very possible for either player, but there's only 23 seconds left on the Marvel clock. It may end up mattering in this 1-versus-1 battle with Amaterasu versus Taskmaster.
Yeah, chip is such a huge factor here, as Taskmaster just does a lot of it.
He does, and Ami is a good girl, but her health is not high, and the overhead was good.
He's grounded just in time.
But he's alive.
Yep. Okay, this is so close. Next touch will kill for both players, and Taskmaster, you know, you get caught by a random super, and it still could be your end. The Backpack with 3 bars is so dangerous. Ooh, nice call out. You can't escape.
Great air H by Shogundo, covering that full range with the sword. And with that, Shogundo tying it up 2-2. It looks like the Carnage Doom Ami, all of them are doing their jobs too. It's not like, oh, this was just Carnage coming in and doing the work, or just Doom, or just Ami. Every single one of the characters has been doing what they need to. But CaptainBackpak going back to the Taskmaster on point, and when they do, they clock that Ami assist for a moment. Oh, hitting with both the Hayato assist and doing a chunk of life on Carnage here. Goes into the angled arrows. This is going to do a little bit, but now still in a situation where one good hit on Carnage could be a lot. Ooh, just gets the block in time. Very fortunate for Backpack. But then Shogundo getting plenty of red life back on this Carnage, stalling effectively with Doom, and doing good chip in the process. Taskmaster has been hit.
Nice. Oh no! Accidentally got a special in the buffer.
Oh, and with that, ends up X-Factoring in order to save their character, goes into axes, safe and able to get chip and damage, but Backpack gets in there, gets the flight combo, and with that knockdown is going to be able to beam Carnage, goes into the sphere, and...
Wow, didn't kill! Oh no. He can
Pixel
shockwave
Carnage?
anytime he wants. That works too.
Okay, and Backpack still has X-Factor available, which can be huge in this situation. Has been going for the cross-up, but it has not been working out in his favor. And SHOGUNDo is at the point where they can follow the lead, but they won't have a Doom to do any following of leads with, and with that, this is going to be...
Oh, that worked.
2 versus 1. Amy does have 2 meters, and these characters are low enough health that she can kill them, so this is very possible for either player. Went into slow.
Oh no!
And gets the happy birthday? Okay.
So it makes it so
is there
much
confirm
easier.
on Ultron, right? It is not, and because of the fire gets the kill on Ultron, and with that, SHOGUNDo clutches it out with the solo Amy versus a team with X Factor at the end. Great clutch to SHOGUNDo. The great work to Backpack taking that lead in the first place. Excellent players doing excellent things. It was indeed a good-ass game, as the wonderful Golden Nut says. And I think that means up next, are we going...
Yep. This is Hamon's signature, though. If you are not prepared for the drive rush, especially that claw rush, you are going to get mixed, and it may not stop until you are dead. Oh, too late. We did that much earlier.
Okay, getting the hit, but then ends up crossing up the input and not getting the full confirm. Able to get it afterwards, though. Laura happy to get into Legacy, where she's going to get some back. Catches, but the happy birthday drops.
I wonder, can DMC1 Dante do the Team Hyper to help Haggar pick off after OTG? Or is it going to fall too far away?
Let's see. Oh, the tag went and was able to avoid the guns as well. That's one of the things from the recent patch. That bullet used to be even more enormous, but now you could actually jump around it, like we just saw with Hamon avoiding the DMC1 Dante gunshot. Nice work in making sure not to take chip when it's not necessary.
Completely escaped that. Ooh. Calling Dante really did not pay off there. Now, this is barely any life. It's full cancel, but nah.
Player 2 wins.
Not so pretty no more, are you?
Okay, so after that first game, very swift success for Hamon. Used the assist for Strider, but really both the Moonstone and the Lore were able to get action done. Let's see what Cosmic Light does to it adjust. They go to a Hulk. Oh, they go to, what is it? Joe Fixit? Or, I'm not good. Joe Fixit, okay. So, for the Joe Fixit with Haggar, instead of Asura with Haggar, no longer doing much of protecting daughters from gods. But maybe messing some people up gangster style, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and this is similarly another great use of that Dante assist. Gives you good amount of coverage. It's in that perfect range of being quick, but not too quick, so Hulk can use it for charging. And again, you get a safe DHC route for Hulk, which you desperately need. Oh, you challenged and you were crushed. Didn't need to do that though.
Oh, and manages to get in the Wolverine Laura. Moonstone now recovering life. Cosmic Light going for that crush.
comes down to what you have here. Oh, that patience. Speaking of patience, there we go. We are back on. And Hamon is just putting on another performance here.
Oh, but
You cannot be
that
dropping
X
that.
catches both. Should goes into the mash, and that's going to kill Wolverine Laura. And Strider
50-50?
had been able to get out.
Ooh, I think I wasn't confident enough to get a cross up there. That's going to keep it safe, though.
Okay. What a brilliant use of the round harvest. Gets in safely, is quite powerful.
Alright, definitely trading here. X Factor going to run out, and Cosmic Light doing an okay job of stabilizing their meter with the use of these Dante tools. But, oh my god, Hamon. Oh, speaking of Hamon, it was a little closer than it needed to be, Hamon.
Player 2 wins.
Some wildness going on there. Oh no, it sounds like off-stream in attempts to connect to the other Parsec, Legends Parsec is misbehaving, so they're not able to connect. Hopefully they will find out their tech issues and not get disqualified. But
Speaking of tech issues, sorry about the stream right now, but one thing we're not sorry about, look at this play from both people.
yeah,
Like,
also, Kevin, is that on Discord's end that we're having the stream freezes, or is that a
It's the
thing
server,
that the stream
okay.
monsters? Okay, it's the server, not. Okay, because for those who don't know, those of us on commentary don't always necessarily see the thing, so we need to just like be on top of it, especially because in this situation we could hear pretty consistently.
Yep.
So we need to be like, oh, that's Strider's sword sound. I can't see it, but it's putting a hitbox on screen, and now Haggar must be getting messed up. Dante got tagged in and is going to
Devil
get
triggers up.
confirmed.
Challenge of Ragnarok. My god. Cosmic Light definitely left himself open there.
And now Hamon can just bird bomb, and this is a very challenging matchup. Haggar
Larry makes it
against
worse.
Strider is just sadness.
Player 2 wins.
It'll be a
And with
clean
that,
3-0.
Hamon just too strong.
I mean, Backpack, you're not wrong by any means. Except the only crime Haggar...
Definitely can help, especially if you do it with meteors on screen and you get to go for command throw mix-ups and all kinds of goodness. Oh, using
Get
some
that
Dark
assist.
Center to get started. Ooh, and gets the throw.
Kind of Rocket Punch that's also a functional mix-up tool.
And hits full screen, so allows you to have a presence from full screen with the assist. Goes into the crush. Looks like Zaroio feels it's just like the Cajun Strike. Has the plans for it, but now Blackheart gets in, and Magneto bleeding but has pressure in the corner.
Ooh, this is going to be one of the hardest things to deal with. Mag has a humongous advantage on big bodies because of his massive limbs. Wow, Zaroio was patient.
Yes. Also, the demons eat things like Magnetic Blast. They are very high durability.
But it's going to be a pain to swing at all versus Magneto. He is a small body with ginormous limbs.
Oh, trying to get in there. So Magneto putting on the Mag Blast, but this is too far for Crush to reach. And now, really good punish there by ShinyVonDitto, making sure to get out of the crash range and getting the Magnetic Blast. But that drop spells the end for Magneto.
To be super careful is ShinyVonDitto plays a lot with TJ. They know almost every punish distance by this point.
Okay. How are they going to approach this? It looks like with the substantial meter lead, it could be very scary, but
Ooh.
not going to kill here. And now ShinyVonDitto has another chance to get work done using this Ultron, but they are cornered and manage to escape it. Health's looking pretty even, but meter advantage substantial for VonDitto.
Connection. Shield? Oh, that's fascinating.
Some of it was able to protect him.
And,
Oh,
that
taps it.
Colossus-
Maybe the material on Bond Wonderland will absorb lots of light colors for certain materials. It 100% does look real different. Ooh, but this is going to be a Yes, punished! Zaroio went from being in a scary situation of trying to deal with the namesake of Von Doom into getting to kill both characters. Looks like in the mixed bracket, Hulk H, still strong no matter the format. How do you feel about pressing H, Tim?
It's really smart. As we see, while you have the Colossus assist, even without the invulnerability, it's a fantastic cover. Plus, look how much bar every time he's forcing a block on that Colossus assist. Beating meter into Hulk is huge to keep this character running. Oh.
And there's been a great job for Zaroio using this Dark Thunder assist in order to really control neutral. And oh my gosh, Magneto bleeding here, Doctor Doom bleeding here, and Magneto out. Doctor Doom is still alive, but if there's a solid hit by Zaroio, Ultron can be dead with either X Factor or meter usage, so this is looking scary. But an up TAC, do you think that we're gonna get up to 5 meters while killing Hulk?
Oh, you commenters cursed it.
No, it was all a ploy because they wanted the command throw. It's like, Hulk, you think you're the bruiser? I can get you through this.
Oh, Zaroio did not need to do that. They were safe.
Oh, and even on trade here, it's still Blackheart's turn.
I do wonder if Von Doom might swap so Ultron's the point, because Magneto is arguably one of the best assists in the entire game. Ultron, after many adjustments, has tolerably decent assists.
This is true that Ultron's assists are nowhere near the efficacy of Disruptor as one of the fastest horizontal ground control assists out there. But I think that ShinyVonDitto seems willing to start the match with these characters. And oh, the Demon Life Drain did a decent amount on Ultron there, but this is looking scary for Zaroio. VonDitto needs to be a little conscious when protecting. Oh, what's this? Goes into the install, and because of that, oh no!
Ambitious.
Why did you drag tag back in? Okay, the drag tag was not the answer, but VonDitto was ready for the answer. Now just getting away from this Colossus with his armor, but doesn't get away for long. And gets back in there as soon as the armor wears off. Good stuff from VonDitto, investing the X Factor wisely. If it's the last character, you should be killing them. And VonDitto investing the X Factor, investing the level 3, doing all the wise things that make it more likely to win. How do you feel about people investing their resources on the last character, Wizard Tim?
Very, very important, and specifically when you're managing threat. Because Colossus in X Factor is a completely different character than Colossus Web. Things combo that shouldn't, and suddenly everything is two-touch, if not one into command throw rig. Take what you have and ensure you stay stable. If you have to spend X Factor at the right time, do it. Don't be saving it until the next round. Specifically not on these streets. Also, I'm seeing Gambit. This is arguably Zaroio's signature character.
It's true. And with that, the Gambit coming in, also very strong assist, even though I feel like the Dark Thunder assist had been performing really well for Zaroio. They were summoning it in very intelligent times that were consistently getting hits, and then the stagger from it was being effective. Oh, went for the crush. Oh no! VonDitto tried to get out, didn't quite have it work out.
Oh, no.
And now, Magneto getting away. And throwing some blasts in order to try and get the potential for the hit, but not committing in a way that puts his body in the range of an Air S or Stand H. It seems like against this Gambit assist, VonDitto's doing a much better job of putting projectiles on the screen in order to prevent the assist from coming in the first place to get started.
Gambit does have a nice piercing quality if you get the full set of cards at someone, so what I think is just Zaroio trying to slow it down while still maintaining this Hulk offense.
Ooh, and
that was a nice late mix.
Managed to get Colossus in too, so the two characters with red life are going to have time to get it back. Ooh, but ShinyVonDitto wants to make sure Hulk does not get very much red life back, kills him off from the snap, and now Colossus back on the anchor position, Gambit coming in with a button as the Cajun intended.
This is probably fine. I mean, Doom took a huge amount of everything at the Hulk kill, but Zaroio has the resources to stabilize just like that. And now he has a very strong assist against air flyers.
Yeah, once Colossus has this assist available, if you're trying to mix... Oh, geez. This is looking scary, because Von Doom... Oh, X-Factor was
His
available!
X-Factor!
And...
His
Oh, I
easy
know that
X-Factor
image.
routes.
Was that an Eternal Yoshi investing in the Matcherino to support the players for 25 cents? I think it was. Eternal Yoshi, a great supporter of the community, both on the development and mod side things, and also and just like being a wonderful participant in this. So thanks to Yoshi for being amazing. Doom's X Factor running out, but
Oh, yeah, you
manages to
cannot
get the
commit
throw.
that X-Factor.
And ooh, went for something, but now this is going to be the end of Colossus. ShinyVonDitto cleaning it up with Doom, and with that, this is going to be VonDitto up 2-1 against Zaroio.
Live and let die. Fight!
Let's see how this goes. This is going to be some disruptors, but this time both of them look like they're being more patient until Zaroio trying to just keep those gamma waves on screen, not quite able to get the confirmation needed, but when they get the anti-air gamma charge, this is going to be the end of them. That execution error looking like VonDitto is ready to capitalize. 1 bar spent in the Sphere Flame. Oh no, this isn't Sphere Flame. This is going to require another bar because it's Ultron? Oh no, the ball is enough. Okay, so Gambit going for some Cajun escapes, but gets hit by the falling Ultron buttons there. Big and hit on both sides. Very solid for being able to catch characters in those situations. Now we get the TAC Infinite into Gambit's death. How many hits do you think is going to be Wizard Tim? I'll call it a 68? Oh no, I'm way off.
78, I was gonna say. Wait, closer than you think?
Oh, you're pretty on it. Oh, right in between us. We were... But Colossus buttons on incoming, doesn't need the mix-up as a result. Ooh, and great confirmed there by VonDitto, but there was a jump back instead of a neutral jump, and because of that, Colossus gets another chance to live. He's all armored up now. What does he do with it? Oh, that was potentially the end of Doom, but now, flying around again. Just standing there, menacingly.
I don't think you can snap that.
The armor protects. Continue to armor up. Okay. And VonDitto not even doing... He's
Zaroio, what's going on here?
Oh, and as soon as he goes in, Zaroio makes something out of it. Doesn't get the confirm into the kill, but managed to do something.
Nice call
Kills
out.
off Dr. Doom. If he has the incoming mix here, X-Factor being available means that the death is real. This goes straight into armor.
Oh, 2 for 2. Oh, he missed the input.
Got the overhead, but no confirm. And now that the armor is out, he's going to be able to kill off Ultron, but there's only 14 seconds left. So this is looking pretty scary for Zaroio, especially with VonDitto having all of this meter, but he doesn't have safe ways to use it exactly.
One big hit to run away could be a thing, but
Yes.
it's all or nothing.
Ooh, and great rising super jump H from VonDitto. This is going to be a solid finish to the match, and VonDitto takes it 3-1 over Zaroio.
Player 1 wins.
I was thinking the same thing, Tabs, yeah.
Yeah, that matchup does not look fun one-on-one for Colossus, but because we see some assists that may be quite useful for Nero, but we have the Firebrand Hunk Doom to fight it, but Hunk has already lost a third of their life.
Okay, the one thing about Ed's team is I feel like it's going to be really susceptible to the unblockable if it can be pulled off here, but... Ooh. Nice defense of
Hunk
that
is
assist.
bleeding. If you were Ed, would you go for a snap? Oh, there's not going to be any snap because you may get your entire team 300%ed. Let's see if this works.
Here it comes.
Goes into photons. And luminous body. Oh no,
Oh,
not
didn't want
luminous
that.
body. The almost worked out. Unfortunate lack of luminous didn't do exactly what they desired, but looks like Ed happy to get back into it with some judgment cuts in order to control this Firebrand, able to already take down half his life, and Hunk is still bleeding in the back, so
Oh,
it's
no.
very scary to call him as an assist. This is looking like another chance for Firebrand? No, not another chance for Firebrand.
You're finished.
Okay, gets the judgment cuts. But
still
great throw
healing in
by
the back.
SHOGUNDo. How do you feel about this X?
Perfectly fine.
Fine? Okay.
So he needs to speed up this combo a little.
The Plasma Beam will do it. Did it meterless? Leaves Dr. Doom on point with the Hunk assist.
Here it comes. Missile? Oh, no, it actually didn't.
The Judgment Cut saved it. When Vergil does this Dimension Slash Super, they have Hyper Projectile, their ability to delete all the things if they happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Not always. Sometimes the missile will be off screen and connect with his upper hitbox if he's up there. I've definitely seen it happen enough.
And Edsadiet, our second player, showing that Anchor Vergil is a good idea when he is legal in bracket. After we already saw Zeno showing this is a good idea, and Ed is now also showing this is a good idea. Reminder that good ideas don't spontaneously become bad just because there's new shiny things available.
Right, and that assist for Hunk, it's a little awkward, but it has amazing coverage if you can somehow get him out.
Oh, and DMC5 Vergil almost gets caught there, but Nero just swinging with buttons that hit incredibly high and enormous broad ranges, getting this hit on Firebrand and turning it into a situation. Is this enough to kill?
Yeah.
It is.
However, not the healthiest character in the universe.
Oh, and it looks like SHOGUNDo got the accidental advancing guard while X-Factoring, so he didn't get the confirm off of it. That was a tragedy for him, but now has the opportunity to potentially do something with this X-Factor Hunk.
After the change, Hunk is still an amazing anchor, but he definitely moved from just being a straight gun character to a mix-based character. His tools just really enhance being able to pressure.
The anti-air gun calling out the judgment cut. Good stuff by SHOGUNDo there, because Vergil can hit from some weird angles, but if you shoot where he's at, the bullet will still hit him.
Oh, drop in your favor here. Oh. Yeah, you
This
have to be
beam is
super
going
careful.
to kill Hunk and do massive damage to Doom. Oh, it's just out of range. Doom needs to work so hard here to not die. Has X-Factor available. Didn't even need the X-Factor. The bullets confirmed for Vergil, and with that, Edsadiet going up 2-0. It looks like the family Vergil is working out, and it's working out real well when he gets a happy birthday, but I don't know how this combo works happy birthday because he relies on a hit grab. Oh, and these big belligerent buttons are doing some work. Going to go straight into Super after that. Gives the opportunity to come in with Vergil, which will catch.
You would have had to react much faster to do that.
I'm not sure a fast reaction is always enough to get around how that thing works, because Vergil's body leaves the world, and when it leaves the world, you don't get to interact with it anymore.
Okay, that's one of the many terrible fathers dead. Still 2 more problems on screen, though.
Ooh, but because of that, managed to avoid the Hunk part of the THC, and gets the hit on Doom. But SHOGUNDo gets the hit here, almost has the confirm
Far.
available. Got the stand jab, but didn't get the crouching medium, got the stand medium instead. They've been getting a lot of value out of the Hunk assist, but Edsadiet has just been at advantage this entire
Ooh,
set.
yeah, you can't call it as a blitz assist. You have to cover it with something like photons and then let it give you the entrance to move forward. It's just
And with
too
that.
susceptible.
Edsadiet takes it 3-0 over Shogundo. I'm going to have to hop off to play my match against ShinyVonDitto. Good luck and have fun, ShinyVonDitto.
Fantastic Marvel news. Thank you everybody who's come out tonight for our first community edition. It's such a blast.
And then both characters get hit instead of it actually protecting.
Dobby is not running any of his base team. I
Yeah,
thought he might
looking
run
like
a
going all
jam
mom.
session with Monster Hunter.
And Dobby's another player who plays double Strider sometimes, right?
Indeed. But
Oh, and it
Tangrowth does
looks
have this.
Infinite is doing its thing. Oh, but then drops it. So, for those who don't know, in Feng Shui Engine, jump jab is a soft knockdown. So she gets to jump jab as many times as she wants into double jump jab, and that just keeps them hovering in there high enough that she gets to do it, and it builds like, meter back. So building the meter back means that it becomes an infinite. Now the corner version is easier. Oh, but no, tried to do cooler things because you get to do versions that cross over mid-screen. But Tangrowth, even going for the style points, is still at a very substantial advantage right now. Both Monster Hunter and Strider 2099 are bleeding something fierce. Ham gets a Stalking Flare on the field. You can't Cajun escape when there's a Stalking Flare, but as soon as the Stalking Flare is gone, the Cajun escape comes out immediately, and now Gambit in the corner didn't go for level 3. That may be a tragedy for Dobby.
Oh, tiny
And-
character problem.
Juri, one of the ones that gets there.
Oh, wow. That off the ground went really weird. Legion? Are that Legion?
Yeah, Broseph is right that even if you get rid of the double jump, she should be able to still just do that infinite. Especially because you also have the fact that S.T.A.R.S. Oh, we're moving her JL. That's a little bit scarier of an outcome. But Gambit here wanting to remove Juri every single button she has by clipping her in the legs and taking out all of her remaining life. This is going to be Gambit coming in on Dormammu as well. Has the bounce, going to be able to kill for a single meter. But now we have Stars Jill in the back with X Factor. Will she be able to survive incoming?
I think so, but I think Dobby also just has the response for when the X Factor comes out. Oh! 2 small character bodies, almost, but not quite
And
a
the
kill every
escape.
time.
Dealing with that, especially in high MS, even in low MS, it could be challenging at times, but then Tangrowth getting caught by that Cajun, and it looks like Dobbilicious getting work done as, I think, our first player on stream who's been playing all mod characters.
Yeah. Okay, DHC available to get the install state when they come back in, but they're just gonna stay. Oh, they
Ooh,
would
got
have
the
been
hit
dash
there.
tuners than that.
And with this, Monster Hunter's gonna go down to the infinite. Oh no, ends up trying to get Juri out of there, brings in the Stalking Flare, and gets hands. Monster Hunter's cool, but is she going to be very happy fighting against a Dormammu that has hand stalked?
No, I don't think there is any chance in that matchup. Just not fast enough, and Liberation has too many points of active hits.
Oh my gosh, that anti-air with the Cajun slash was great by Dobby, but it didn't quite confirm in the way they wanted it to. And now because of that, Gambit's probably going down. Oh, and it reset! Everything working out Tangrowth's way. Has access to the Stalking Flare, and now Stalking Flare setup, and there's the carpet on the floor.
Okay, good reversal here. Dobby has plenty of time for X Factor, just has to keep each hit consistent. He has access to the super to make this faster, but doesn't want to use it.
Okay, it has 5 meters on deck, activates the
Baby
first
orbs.
orbs. I like it.
Yep, gonna keep
Goes
that
into
consistent
super?
because they went high.
Oh, but the orb messed them
Fine.
up. Okay, and with that, Dobbilicious going up 2-0, but these matches have been down to the anchors. Let's see if Tangrowth is able to make the adjustments. Is she sticking with the The Fusion team? Okay, Juri on point to fight off this Monster Hunter. It seemed like the DH seeing into Dormammu, they were getting some good value against the Monster Hunter, but once that Gambit and Strider 2099 came in, Dobby was just doing damage with them.
It's such an interesting comparison, is that definitely Strider base has a much stronger X-Factor power-up, but having access to an Air Super in comebacks does give a lot of cool tricks to Strider 2099.
And that assist for Strider 2099 bleeding right now. Ooh, activates Feng Shui. Does she get there in time? Oh, the Plinks were
Nice
not
pickup.
quite fast enough.
Oh, we went the wrong direction. That's
Ooh,
to
and
keep
the
it
cage
safe and get the
explosion?
assist. Oh, that did a grip.
And the Cajun escape is going to be able to kill off Juri. This is really working out in Dobbilicious's favor.
I don't think they'll have any ability to challenge. I think this might just be a meter defense.
Okay, and Tangrowth's got those hands on deck. We have seen Gambit be the problem. What resources would you use as Tangrowth here? She uses the X Factor.
Gives you such an optimal mix-up if you get the kill with this. That you'll still have about half X and this orb mix against Strider, who doesn't have the escape, but he got the throw.
Oh, and with that, this is going to be very bad for
no.
Dormammu. Oh, not as bad for Dormammu as it could have been.
That's two?
Okay, the super kills off. S.T.A.R.S Jill can kill if she hits Strider, but Strider has plenty of meter, activates Orbs Jr. The trade? Ooh,
Ooh,
two
nice
catches,
dodge.
and now Tangrowth looking in a great situation, goes straight into the level 2, into level 1, and with that, the bullet during the super freeze takes it for S.T.A.R.S Jill, and Tangrowth gets on the board. Ooh, Juri using some double jumps just to see if she could get around these enormous Monster Hunter normals. Dobbilicious is doing a great job of poking with Air Arrow and Standing 5M. Hits very far
that's a
away.
big catch. And Happy Birthday Super is pretty good on Juri right now.
Yeah, Infinite works on two characters as long as they have even somewhat similar hitboxes. So
But-
it's... So, deciding to go into another path port, and now goes for the Infinite instead.
Monster Hunter's gravity must be a little bit harder for that.
And managed to do it without spending another meter. Very solid for Tangrowth. Oh, but
Okay.
gets punished for going for the OTG kick. And with that, Dobby's going to be able to clean out Juri. Oh, but
Why does
the
it keep
hit...
whiffing on her? That's so weird.
What's happening is the staff on the way up is hitting, and it's knocking her down into the ground. In the last patch, it changed so that there is a hitbox on the staff going up, and it messes up Gambit's confirms into super in a few situations where they're close. Oh, but Dormammu has this hit here. Ends up getting the hit. Gambit has the correct body type for it. Oh no! Ended up using the X Factor and then getting hit, and Dobbilicious now has so many resources and is burning out the X Factor time for Tangrowth. But because they used X Factor here, their own X Factor time's going down, and
doesn't
it's
heal
going...
either.
Activate Orbs Jr.
Bird Bomb? Wow, that actually aped the durability.
And gets the knockdown, runs out of X Factor, but still has mix, and with the wall cling, this is going to be the end of S.T.A.R.S Jill, and Tangrowth sent to the lower side of the bracket by Dobbilicious. Great work to both players, and great work to Tangrowth showing pioneering the Juri Infinite and bringing it to us. It's great to see people finding tools and working with things, seeing if something has a property like soft knockdown and how to abuse it. Though this is the thing, even though we have some Dark Anchor stuff happen in Palette Swap, it's not a defining part of our meta as much, and both of these teams have a Dark Anchor with Vergil and Strider available, so I'm curious, do you think either of these players is going to be ready to snap?
I feel like Hamon's very, very practiced in this, but I feel like Zeno has almost never done it.
Yeah, I think Zeno will just kill you if he gets the chance, but oh my gosh, this is going to be a hit on Juri. It had started in her favor.
Oh no,
but then
that drop was terrible.
Hamon cleans it up, however, getting the first kill, killing off Juri, and managing to get Wolverine Laura into install, only using a single meter.
Oh, okay, that's gonna scale it, so I don't think this will kill, but that almost went well for Hamon, but they just did it too late.
Okay, goes into early level 3 there, and this is going to leave Laura at a little bit. Can she get chipped out? Managed to avoid the... What? Please, Zeno, after the match, if you rewatch, just tell me if that was intentional. Going for Twister as an anti-poke against X-23 Super is wild.
It goes straight for the noggin, a simple yet effective reset mid-sequence.
And now she's in the next level of install. So her assist is very, very fast now. It makes it a little bit harder to confirm, but Hamon, the zip no longer OTGs like that safely, but the dive kick is going to be enough to secure this. Goes into X Factor and Super. I think this barely kills. It does not barely kill. That means that Vergil has the chance to end everything that's in Hamon's life right now. Goes straight into Super. Spider-Gwen goes down, and during that time, Vergil gets some red life back. Gets the mix.
Nice. He had to kill like that, because otherwise Chip was a huge factor from Wolvie Laura.
Oh, gets one hit, gets 2 hits. Red hit, blue hit, but there was no red hit. There was only blue spiral swords.
Never mind. It was all part of his plan. He knew he couldn't do it any other way, so he went for the most logical. I said the most logical.
And with that, Zeno makes good use of swords. It's enough times and dies. Uses for Twister. Psychelic was predicting this in his training mode. I did not know this use for Twister.
The only thing I've seen it used is like fast off the ground in panic situations.
And looks like Zeno has been getting a lot of value out of these jam sessions with the point Juri, but like hasn't quite finished the combos until now, kills off Spider-Gwen, and now has stocks of the different feet. So if you see that there's purple and white around her foot, that means she had access to the longer projectile, and I believe the white one is the OTG, or the grounded kick, the bounce.
We tried to go under jam session. Fortunately, that pillar is almost straight up.
The white is flip kick. Yeah, that's what I mean, the bounce kick. And Wolverine Laura out of pixel is... She gets through the projectile with her invulnerability. This isn't going to pick up, but it does mean that Laura's alive. Oh, until she gets summoned into harm's way. But this is looking scary for Hamon, but Hamon is ready to snap out Juri so that he doesn't need to deal with Dark Vergil. I appreciate going for the snap. Kills off Juri, and now Dante comes in eating the mix-up. Hamon still has a good third of X-Factor left. Gets the hit on Dante. Should be able to kill him off. Will he be able to do so with only 1 meter use?
Doesn't go for the bird reset. Okay, he might be able to get the orbs in the chip situation here. Didn't call a bird bomb.
And then Dark Vergil is ready. He gets the same side, and with that, Zeno swings his sword to victory, going up 2-0 over Hamon. Let's see what adjustments Hamon makes in order to try and take on this May Cry threat from Zeno.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Wesker, okay. He's got a good Wesker, a very good Wesker.
Yes, I like Hamon's Wesker. I'm curious what the team construction will be.
That makes sense.
That's just getting rid of the Moonstone for the Wesker, and Wesker Strider, an old favorite from before we got the other Strider variants. OTG gun and teleports and moving around with Strider to control airspace can definitely be very threatening. Let's see how Hamon uses this in order to acquire himself victory. Brings Laura in on point.
Oh, jam session not going to work for that. First blood. Going to use the Wesker assist, I think, at the last part of this combo.
TAC into Wesker into Phantom Dance. And manages to get the Legacy trigger and brings Wesker back in. How do you feel about the Legacy trigger into Wesker? She's one of the few characters who could DHC into her install or bring and then still give you install DHC available because she has access to Berserker charge as well.
She's not projectile proof, but she's sort of like a Tatsu assist. So if you've seen how Legend plays Wesker with that assist, it's the same thing you can do with X-23, but not if he's dead.
Okay, well, Laura's gonna come in. She is in Legacy Trigger, so she has access to some additional tools. Is going to wall jump, but doesn't get the kill off of it. Does off of the second dive, though. Significant meter advantage to Hamon and has the hit on Dante.
50 has to make this count. Let it rip with an X-Factor, Hamon. No!
Oh!
Could have just X-Factored that. Fine.
The charge was done one hit early. It can be hard on lag to know if you're on the last hit or the hit before the last hit, and with that... Oh, she gets another chance at life.
Yeah, you can frame trap that 1x. Even Vergil can't mash that one.
That's going to be... Vergil popped out and gets the throw. Dang, that had been looking like it was going to go Hamon's way, but then it really didn't. And with that, Strider's going to need to do this against two characters. X-Factors run out. If he hits Vergil, he could kill him. But hitting Vergil is not always easy. Had the happy birthday?
Oh no, that's not going to work. Legion sucks.
But now, this is looking very possible because Vergil at a low life, Strider can win in footsies against Vergil, especially when Vergil doesn't have meter to work with. And now against Dante, Strider can mess with Dante. When he's in close, his buttons are all faster than Dante's, and at mid-range, just like Dante, he has a sword.
And Bold Move gets completely blown up by Bird Bombs.
Okay, needs to win neutral one more time, but either of them winning could take this, and Hamon seals it with the Vajra into the satellite, getting a game on the board. Looks like the adjustment to Wesker ended up working out, and the patience with Strider at the end. Okay, both players taking a moment to think after that one. And with the Wolverine lore on point, is going to get the initial air throw this time. Didn't get the pickup with Wesker, however. Pressure after the neck. Oh no, and don't think that was intentional. Had caught two characters, but Zeno, able to take the situation, handle the scramble, and get back into it.
Oh, mashed a button by accident there, I think. But hey, it's okay.
Ooh, and it looks like Zeno trying to get out. Does Devil Trigger let them block in time? It does not. And with that, Dante is in a kind of scary situation, is in a very scary situation, is going to lose Dante without building meter. That is terrifying. Juri loses a bunch of red life, but Vergil's here. Do you think Dark Vergil...
available. Oh, went for the Strider. I thought I would have called the Laura version there. And do I think Dark Vergil? I know Dark Vergil.
Throwing out some round trips. Phantom Dance activated. That's going to punish Snap, and because of that, Hamon Ready is able to use the majority of X Factor time. But Strider assist is very, very bleeding. He had one moment of trying to help, but one moment of trying to help did not solve the situation. But X Factor here for Hamon, and will he be able to make value out of this last bit? Gets the hit on Vergil. This is going to be able to kill.
Oh, we could have Bird Bomb.
The air S from Zeno, great defensive mash in the air, able to catch out Hamon and taking it 3-1, sending Hamon into the lower side of the bracket. Great work to both players, but Zeno just clutching those last moments in those scrambles. And if you're enjoying this, think about subscribing.
Sarah, bringing up the... Yeah, a good factor about Hunk is that incredibly fast crouching H, covers a lot of ground, and Isosera with 2 bars can go for an easy DHC kill route here. Just needs that last hit. And after the recent buffs, Talbot now has a very functional hit stun game. So where before you really had trouble just keeping up the required hit stun to get these sequences, now they function quite well. And it's turned him into a much more signature style mix character. Definitely still wants some assists to help him out. But it is a noticeable change if you are only familiar with the old edition. So ShinyVonDitto takes us back to the infinite here. Looking to just put some extra cash into their pocket, since they're always a hungry spender here. Walks away very efficient on that meter here, able to touch of death any character, but Isosera responds with the appropriate countermeasure here. Hello, Nick Bad. We are into the situation. Onslaught DHC to finish it off. All that's left is a Doom, but I mean, they are in trouble. Onslaught the characters that can actually chase them. That's a good option, forcing the X Factor. And I was willing to make that checkmate. It takes so long to kill, even if X.
I'm kind of surprised ShinyVonDitto is not playing any Palace Pop. It's like you don't have to, but...
Look at the prize pool right now.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Player 1 wins.
It's only that high because Fruity, sent me 2 DMs asking, well, no, threatening me to put in my Maturino code.
Right. Just short of the kill? Nah, just enough. Last bullets. Thank you, Spartan Throne.
He had a knife
14.
and everything. Yes, you did.
Fantastic. Cross ocean viewers. Luckily, Hunk, I think, much like Deadpool, your favorite character, does pretty damn well against Doom. Just air guns, but I mean, Von Doom is a different kind of Doom.
Look at Isosera's team. It's kind of interesting. I don't see a Gloria or a what was the other one? Captain Marvel? Yeah.
Yeah. Both characters he's not the biggest fan of playing over the entirety of the country.
Oh, that's right. This is East Coast.
Indeed, indeed. But the new Talbot, as I said, we played this character a lot when he first came out. It is not the same character anymore.
Does he have to yelp every time he gets hit?
It's the rules. Hey, both players just trading. Oh, I can't believe that actually made it to ground in time. Oh, nunchucks, really? I don't think he wanted that.
It looks like it's a good hit, but you can't really do anything. Wow, that just ate Splinter Grab.
Oh, nice try. So he wanted to keep the combo going to utilize that. If Undum's fought enough with Ed that they're familiar with what that super does and the right responses here.
And for how big Onslaught is, I always keep forgetting like how stubby his arms are.
Though they do have a fantastic matchup against Doom, the same reason Dormammu does. Ooh, hard kick. That was a devious reaction. Oh no. Doom cannot be affording to run out of X Factor like this.
Oh, he's dead. Nice cross up.
Top of him, just so hard to keep him in, but hey. Your flame's so close to a kill. There he gets it.
Alright, 1 up.
Asura really doesn't like to use command dash much. Really keyed into choosing jump gun.
Could be a dead Wolverine, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's the mix. Oh,
No, never
the
mind.
Scaling. Never mind. That was all part of the plan. Yeah, it
Imagine
wants
getting
that
hit by
mix.
a grenade and it, like, doesn't even hurt you. That's exactly what happened.
It's for the tool.
Ooh, that's bad.
Nice. Goes for the standard mix-up for Doom here. God. Doom can be so crisp with his ground movement.
Behold the power of 32 MS instead of the 65 he's used to.
That's true. And yeah, wants the good mix. Big body characters have a lot of trouble with this, and so does Dalbane.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that John just fucking yelps every time he gets hit. Wow, the reset.
God. I don't know what Dalbane necessarily does in a lot of situations. He's a very offense-heavy character, but he doesn't have like super strong defense tools. Yeah, and when you're a big body, that's so hard.
Good old 50-50s. Oh,
Oh.
looks like S.T.A.R.S was fishing with the jump S up in the air, but still got hit. Now, I've never known S.T.A.R. to switch unless she's playing me because for whatever reason she does that, but will she switch? No.
Nope. I think she's been given a challenge to run this character. This is the first time, but oh, you did not want to drop that on Hunk.
Wow, that's super delayed happy birthday.
Goes into Gun Super, has access to the easy DHC route here.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Wolverine survived that, to be completely honest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's not gonna work. No armor. Ooh. Sarah guessed the wrong direction. Now one more mix. Ooh, into the jab. Yeah, you can't do much.
Damn. And oh yeah, ShinyVonDitto takes it.
Here.
There can be only one winner. Live and let die. Fight!
Okay, this is an interesting situation. Juri, may not actually have the tools to chase the fireball pressure from Shinakuma. And sure, he dies under the smallest breathe. But yeah, if you don't spin the bar there, you are not going to get a kill on this character, and that's going to do so much damage to your assist. Goes to the second. And yeah, forces the block here. Oh. X Factor, take it out of Broseph just to try and keep that Dr. Doom alive. But Hamon still has full control of the sky here, able to just keep running the zoning strategy. And whether or not you're running base or modded characters, Shinakuma, you are not prepared to turn every touch into a kill. Becomes a true demon. We're down to the Ami anchor. This is the start. Just let her rip. Kami shuffle, and that finally puts him down. Two more characters on Hamon, but Broseph has all the resources, but no X Factor. Going to be playing in the defensive situations here. Goes for another shuffle. Just looking to wear at the X Factor time and see if Hamon overcommits, but Hamon's patience not so easily broken by that Broseph. Now life is running down real quick here. Gets the drive rush. Gonna take us to the ceiling and doesn't even need the super. One on the board for Hamon.
Was over before it started.
I wonder. I'm gonna just reconnect the door. There we go. Now, this time, Broseph coming in with the intent to kill, except, ooh, that almost didn't work. By merit of the reset, gets the first blow on Hamon, and now Hamon's turn to take out a character and try and maintain an advantage state against the resource loss. Oh, tried to go for the drive rush reset. This further sequence off the mash, more than enough to get through. It up, legacy trigger, gets to the top of the screen, gets the throw. Incredible Madman. Yeah, X Factor does not want to chase this character any longer than they have to. I'm going to use that X Factor damage bonus, finish this off. Has 50% for the next sequence, legacy trigger, and immediately Broseph puts out the defensive option, doesn't want, and gets this assist. Spider-Gwen, not looking so pretty. Also, the end of X Factor for Hamon. This is the exact stopgap situation that Broseph needed. Oh, the assist down for good. Only Wolverine. Is that the slow? Yep, not going to connect. Oh, good block. Into the overhead. Couldn't get the pickup here. Now we are one character apiece. One bar advantage, Hamon. It looks like the next touch could be it. Ooh, defense backwards. Tried to get through it. Hamon, fantastic reaction to the DP. And clean kill again. 2 on the board. Broseph gonna let it rip. Running into this last match.
Live and let die. Fight! Advancing guard.
And double. Shinakuma, a blessed character, unable to call assists, but just a very powerful tool glass cannon-wise. You need to keep utilizing their defensive options to just work their way through your team if you are not careful. Almost gets a confirm here. So it has to be ready when they can get the connect here. Juri's health is running out. May want to consider a tag option. Gets the connect. Have they kill? Ooh! Every connection that's not a kill is a heartbreak when you are fighting this character. Throw too far. Feng Shui engine. And this time, brings it home. Took a lot out of Broseph, but he took out Shinakuma, keeping Juri alive. And now can figure out the rest of Hamon's team now. Hamon immediately goes to the chip, just willing to spend the X. I'm going to ride on the momentum shift here. Looks to get as much damage as they can before Follow My Leads become a factor. I'm sure he takes a big breath of air now that Doom is down to less than a singular bar. Both players just swinging, gets a good connection to Broseph here. And just short of the kill, DHC into the down here. Making use of that fantastic new Sipper You get the character in safely and get a nice little damage hit. No, Broseph just not winning a lot of these wars here. Oh, that could have been the end of both characters. Forced to let that X-Factor rip. Needs to get a life advantage. And does have access to a Fall My Lead as soon as they get that last bit of bar. And there we go. Ami getting a lot of life back again. Didn't get a huge kill in the X-Factor, but play a different kind of game when you still have the shell alive. Ooh. And oh my god, the overcommit. The throw. Oh, what's going on here? Combo's dropping left and right, gets a foot dive. And then can just follow my lead to kill the rest of this time. And there's just nothing you can do. Full chip and no ability to react. Whew. Broseph finds himself a game. I like the character select. Hamon, another character. You. All right, Rashid. Hamon bringing in a very good assist for breaking up offense. Rashid gifted with just an incredibly durable projectile option or the kick. And making good use of the Yoon tools, this character gifted with that strong dive kick pressure, but definitely struggles at times getting hits off of weirder angles. So it wants to control that point-blank game and just find an opening breaking through defenses. Over it is Broseph once again to get to connect into the Feng Shui, and here it comes. You've seen it once, you might see quite a lot tonight. Oh, drops just before the signature portion of the damage. And now Yun left to live. As a reminder, that dive kick not always safe without an assist. Overcommit and you will eventually become caught. Oh, that last hit just a little too late. But when you have an option that goes through everything, it's never a problem. There we go. Hamon finds the hit, goes into Ganajin. Good throw. Red for the foot dive. And uses it just to start the offense again. Gets another throw, effectively just going throw loops here. And the Talon actually connected of Ami, meaning that only Photon Array came out. That is the best possibility, considering Hamon would have been caught had that economy shuffle been allowed to cook. Oh, too late.
Ooh, it seems like we're getting a decent amount of the Juri plus a shell with the access to earlier some Juri May Cry, earlier some Juri Dorm, and now with the Juri Doomammy for the Follow My Lead.
Indeed. Broseph really likes this team.
But Hamon getting the hit, gets almost the confirmation. Doom is left at a pixel, decides to invest the X Factor with only 15 Marvel seconds left on the clock and kills Yun. Wolverine Laura is going to lose some life.
And they just want to build that bar no matter what they do. Oh, cannot keep butter gunning in the corner. You will get thrown by this character. She is fast.
And with that, Hamon going to recover red life with Rashid, ends up being in a great situation. Oh! Goes into install off of that and able to put up a better defensive wall as Rashid.
It's true. He's just very hard to play at a far screen game against.
calling that assist was a little scary, but it looks like Hamon was ready for it. Goes up 3-1. Class also feelings about calling it an assist there. Okay, so both of them willing to have some space at the beginning, but Dobbilicious gets the hit twice and is not able to confirm it. Ed gets the hit, also not able to confirm, but ending up full screen. This time Dobby confirms off of the digital tiger and is going to be able to potentially kill off Nero. Do you think this will be meterless? Oh no. Oh no, he dropped out! Why did he drop out there? That didn't look like a drop, but okay, sometimes that's how it goes. And ends up going into super.
For that.
Ooh, Dobbilicious was ready. So that move is a mix-up. If you do something, then Vergil will hit you. But if you do nothing and wait long enough, he unblockables you. So you need to like scoot forward while blocking, and it's a little challenging just when you see it to make the right decision. But it looks like Dobbilicious making all the right decisions, trying to get into here. Hits Vergil with the bounce, has X Factor available.
Oh no! I don't know why they got that button instead, but they were definitely looking for, I think, cards there.
Ooh, the throw on deck for Edsadiet, but a decent amount of X Factor's already been used, and this is very solid for Dobbilicious. Catches her from behind. This is going to not be the end of Monster Hunter. She has an extra chance to live, but not for very long. And with that, Monster Hunter goes down. Gambit losing some red life. Devil Trigger activated, so meter cannot be built during this.
Oh, unfortunate choice of events there. Oh, wow, using that as a blitz option?
With that, Ed getting the Air S, but gets caught by Strider's assist. I think if they had just mashed heavy a moment earlier, it would have happy birthdayed and been Ed's game. But now, Dobbilicious goes up 1-0 and sends a message to Ed that they need to keep their characters intact, because that Gambit was doing work, and so was the Monster Hunter. She was winning in footsies, and the Strider 2099 assist with the double animals secured the game that time.
It's a throw, so that scaling is definitely in effect here, but that helps a lot.
Ooh, the second TAC was broken and was able to get the hit there to stop the assist. Monster Hunter just getting messed up in the air pretty badly, but will this be able to kill off Gambit? I think it'll kill Gambit, but it'll take so long as a Nero combo that Monster Hunter manages to build back 3/4 of her red life.
Be careful, you can also just drop it about here.
Also dropping it, that's the other opportunity.
Oh, he tried, but it went too far.
Now sword loops are available, throws out round trip, and will build enough meter. Oh, does a different variation there, and because of that, there's an extra chance for Gambit. When you saw that blue stuff on the floor, it was DMC5 Vergil's assist coming in after he did super. It's not a hitbox or anything, it's just an aesthetic. Oh,
yeah, you really want to kill this character, it seems. Oh, I said you really want to kill this character.
You were right, but wanting to kill a character and killing them are a bit different when you're playing from coast to coast. And this time, able to get the throw, making the good reads, but it seems Ed is just like having substantial challenges with some of these confirms on the connection, but is making a lot of good reads to like start situations that they can win. Oh, X Factor's available. Oh, threw out a round trip. But all according to plan, this is the end of Strider 2099, and Edsa takes that second game with all three of their characters alive, making sure to make a serious battle there. Let's see if Dobbilicious is going to make some adjustments. It looks like they are going to get caught with the Monster Hunter. Ooh, getting the grapple. Hits the assist, and that jumping H does a ground bounce and hard knockdowns. So it looks like that wasn't enough to save Ed, however, going to lose not only Vergil. Oh, just Vergil? I was wrong. I thought not only
Nero?
Vergil. I guess that Monster Hunter was a little too slow there, and because of that, Ed's going to be able to kill off this lady and bring in Devil Trigger Vergil. Oh no, left her with the pixel. And summoned Nero into not quite death. Very nice job defending his son, leaving him at a pixel of life. Or I don't know if it counts as a good job defending your son if you just keep him from dying when he was being horribly abused, or if it's still being a bad dad. What's your take, Wizard Tim?
I think when it comes to Vergil, they'll always be bad at something.
Dang.
Oh.
No, but not bad at winning that situation. Gets the hit and gets the down TAC. Going to be able to potentially kill off this Strider and build another meter. Oh, this is looking really scary for Dobbilicious. All the meters on time. I don't think that Dark Angel was very unlikely to be intentional.
That was fine.
Dry tag.
Part of his plan. Want to get rid of the X Factor and gets the chip out situation now. I said the chip. Oh my god.
And there's meter on deck. Will Ed be able to confirm this from coast to coast? I think he will. I think just keeping it simple would be good. Oh, gets the Devil Trigger.
Oh,
and
that wasn't gonna work.
The confirm is on deck. Ed goes up 2-1 against Dobbilicious. Great work. So let's see if Dobby ends up making adjustments. Stays with the same team, feels confident, playing the all modded stuff. And gets the hit on Nero. This starter is much better than a throw. Do you think Nero was just dead and... Oh no.
His gravity is
Definitely
very
not.
hard to combo, it looks like.
But I don't know how his happy birthday combo, because his combo relies on a hit grab, and I'm not sure how he extends that in this context.
Okay,
But,
needs the DHC damage even after that because of scaling. Chuck. Hey.
Will there be a tag? Bring us back into Monster Hunter.
Oh, couldn't pick that up, unfortunately.
Do you think that Monster Hunter is ready to bury the light? These
Maybe
judgment cuts are not
bury,
hitting
but
her.
I'd say plunge the light.
Oh, she's getting in there. Hits with the backside of sword. That was almost an amazing fix by Dobby.
But it's gonna hit the assist. That's gonna get the assist. Oh, that did it. She didn't hit it all. Weird. Where did the other Vergil go?
Got out of there, and now just plenty of judgment cuts in. Devil Trigger is getting life back, has the
That
cross
hit
up
for
on
a
deck.
country mile.
And with that, putting the round trip on, and now Devil Trigger Vergil in the back is also a very good assist. But may not get to use them as an assist because Dobby has the hit here, and 1 meter kill? Oh no, the staff hit on the way up.
Unfortunate. Hard Light Legion, do what it can. All part of the plan.
Okay, DMC5 Vergil has X Factor. Wait, does he just in... Oh yeah, in Devil Trigger
Sin.
he has that, of course. So with that, going to kill off Strider, still has plenty of X Factor left and a decent amount of Devil Trigger too. Decides to do the cool points finish and kills off Dobbilicious, eliminating him from the tournament. Or no.
And don't got loops. I mean, that's the I guess not the sad, the amazing thing about Zero. Is
Yeah,
technically you could play this character completely loopless and they'd still probably be in the top Rushmore.
Yeah, you're just like using Shogundo will, getting good use of Buster, etc. is still enough to just like win you games, even if you don't like kill people every time you touch them.
And not even if you're not looping the lightning, it's like such an oppressive tool. Like that, basically.
Hit with the other side.
Holy hell.
And Juri gets in there, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Goes for a snap. Interesting. But it looks like she may be able to get the first kill here. And Xeno going to get the momentum. What's the incoming mix? Ends up summoning Jam Session. Gets the hit on Magneto and gets to the opposite side on that roll. This is going to be potentially very good for Xeno. Oh, they've been missing the second dash very consistently in trying to get the combo after the wall bounce.
You have to be super careful about running any dive kicks here. You will get shockwaved on instinct.
Ooh, bringing out the Devil Trigger Dante, doing some Thunderbolts. And it's the Teleport Helmbreaker from the top ropes. going to get that delay means that Dante's going to be able to build the meter. That was so good by Xeno to wait that fraction of a second so that Beehive, the last hits, would build him some meter and he could get that kill. Dark Sentinel is going to have his work cut out for him here. Dante gets the block because airplay is great. And can potentially kill Sentinel here if the confirm is right. Has X Factor available. Oh, but now extra chance for VonDitto. And with that X Factor used, going to be able to build... Oh no, the Stinger went under him. And now Dante is Omega dead because X Factor's still around. Oh no, the drop?
No, that's 2 for 2 on the drop. I was actually lucky it didn't stop on Dante.
And now Dante goes down. Juri could go down with one combo, but hits with the backside of her jump light and then goes down. But we have Vergil here. ShinyVonDitto will build up enough meter that they could get hard drives into other stuff. Instead, decides to just spend no meter, wants to have more stuff for neutral. Goes for this Hyper Sentinel Force. And the command throw is too far. And with that, Xeno's Vergil goes up 1 game against ShinyVonDitto. The 0 mag sent going, it was a test. Let's see, the test remains active. I like people whose tests remain active, because that definitely could have gone other ways, just needs to work out. So let's see. Doing a lot of lightnings and busters just to get around, and this time it works out dramatically better for VonDitto.
Steal the corner. Thanks for gifting a sub to the amazing Moo cartoon. We in the Dairyland appreciate any cow of that caliber.
A cow of caliber, indeed. One of the great model modders of the community. But another thing we're going to see here is TAC infinites that turn into a drop into getting hit by Dante. Because of that, Xeno decides to leave Dante in, keeping Vergil in the back. But VonDitto so ready for that teleport. Xeno has gone to the teleport a few too many times so far, and because of that, Von Doom is ready.
Look at the bar you build off of this. Ah, did he use that as a finisher? My god, it still builds bar. Wait. Oh, I don't have loops, he says.
And gets the hit there. Can keep it simple.
Always
Buster
keep it
into
simple.
level 3. Okay, has the level 3, and with that, this is going to be a tied-up game, 1-1, ShinyVonDitto versus Xeno. And it looks like Juri trying to get in there against this 0. Her dash is very good, which is helpful, but she definitely needs to respect the fact that he has a sword. He needs to respect that she has things like attack plus S, but it looks like she's not going to get a chance to use it. This is going to be potentially the end of Juri. Ends up investing 1 bar. Let's see, you don't need a loop, you just need 1 lightning. And with that, ShinyVonDitto getting in that start, has the mix on Dante. And hits the up TAC. This is looking good for Von... Oh, but got the S instead of the unfly there. Very unfortunate for VonDitto. And Xeno making good use of fireworks, but VonDitto ready with the disruptor and getting the throw on that teleport. I feel like VonDitto has just been consistently ready for Xeno to go for teleport. How would you adjust your play, Xeno, noticing this?
I think it just, yeah, be a little bit more careful. Integrate things like airplay or other adjustment tools so the opponent isn't honing in on your jumps as much.
Ooh, and should be able to block here, but this is going to be a mix-up on Dante. Okay, Dante has very little life here, but managed to time out SHOGUNDo, which is very helpful. Magneto assist getting caught by airplay. But this is the end of Dante. Dark Vergil, though, still possible. Ooh, goes for the dash-in button, but doesn't quite get it. Gets the late Helmbreaker, but no teleport to get the follow-up. All part of the plan. Everything going according to plan.
50%.
The throw on point for VonDitto. Rapid Slash was not the mix, and because of that, this is going to be the end of Vergil. ShinyVonDitto going up 2-1 over Xeno to try and get into winners finals where they will fight Edsadiet? Yes. Oh, and it looks like Xeno making some adjustments. Decides, is Juri not the person who may cry? She is not. Orange Hulk may cry instead. How do you feel about Orange Hulk may cry?
I think this team definitely may lack a little in defense, but the offensive power of these three together is going to be really touch of death level pretty consistently.
And this gives some different movement options in the air for Xeno because he has both a horizontal move, a move going down, more stuff than the angles that Juri can cover, and it looks like having those angles is working out for Xeno. This is hard to get the kill. Oh, gets the TAC into the down TAC, and with that, Vergil's going to be able to... Didn't get his down teleport again. I feel like Xeno's missed a lot of those... maybe some connection squiggles or something, but looks like going to be another opportunity for Zero to live, but Xeno has all the meter because of those previous TACs. Ooh, gets backed into the corner, but dry tags into Hulk. Dante gets brought back in, and Dante is going to die to some... Oh no, Dante does not die. But the second time he might, this is looking like it'll be a dry tag into Orange Hulk, and then maintaining pressure in the corner from it. Good stuff. Zero is within chip range. Great defensive buster there by VonDitto, and then great cross-up taking Xeno's meter. Is going to die to the chip on up, and then Sentinel gets clipped for a little bit of damage, but not that much. And throws out of the tail end of Gamma Charge, but is not able to get the confirmed desired. This is looking like either player can take it, but it'll look a lot better for VonDitto after that launch. Going to be able to clean up this Orange Hulk for a single bar. Now it's up to Vergil Dante, but Vergil's already in Devil Trigger, which helps him come in much better. No Dark Angel. Oh, the dry tag into Dante, then not dying is a something. And hits the crouch light, but doesn't get the combination into reverb shock. Or the fireworks follow-up, but this time it hits with the backside of H.
Oh, nice call out. Anything
Okay.
that is a pattern, someone like eventually VonDitto will key into, but oh my god, predictable in your own right.
Okay, and because of that, there's time. A decent amount of X Factor got used up, and now Xeno trying to get in there, has 1 meter on deck, Spiral Sword's activated, and now, what is the thing that ShinyVonDitto does to try and get around it? He dies. Sentinel going to come in against Vergil, no meter available, and no meter will be built for Xeno during this time, which is very scary. But what does ShinyVonDoom do to try and stall him out? Gets thrown, but is Xeno going to be able to get this kill? Didn't quite get the meter. There's only 4 seconds on the clock. Xeno just needs to, like, hold back. And because even if he gets thrown here, the damage is not fast enough to get Vergil. I was almost very wrong there, but that almost is the important part, because Xeno made sure to get the right amount of time. He survived just long enough.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble. Get ready for the fight of your
What's the
life.
change-up gonna be, if any?
Sticking with the Orange Hulk. Okay, and this time looks like the point Doom or Doom is an assist. Doom Morrigan's coming out. I feel like Orange Hulk has many strengths. Fighting more Doom is not something I would consider him very solid at. He doesn't have the armor that regular Hulk does in order to blow through a single Soul Fist. And along with that, his hurt box is still the size of Hulk. So, but against Doom, I think he has much more. Oh, goes for immediate stab into Vergil, but the Vergil throw doesn't end up confirming. Throwing out some Judgment Cuts, bringing back in the Orange Hulk, and now is at only a slight meter deficit, but ShinyVonDitto getting this meter in neutral with the Morrigan assist, starting to try and pressure this Orange Hulk. Gets caught by the Dante assist.
So much on Jam Session because you are not as defensively good against projectiles as Base Hulk. It does come with a lot more damage, though, off of, like, Air Touch.
Ooh, I think that Doom is still alive here unless Xeno decides to invest resources. Goes for the fireworks. Oh, tagging into Orange Hulk is quite a decision here because now you need to deal with this and his hurt box is big. So even if you're doing good stuff... Oh, I'm wrong. If you're doing good stuff and you hit her, it is okay.
Nice try for Xeno trying to turn that whiff into a sequence block string.
But now Astral activated. Astral is quite good, but the problem of Dark Vergil is still here, and now there's a slight... Ooh, a hit for VonDitto, but it doesn't convert.
He gets out. Are you going to X
Goes
this
into
question?
I think with Spiral Swords, you just get the kill here, even without X.
Some of Xeno's
Does
routes can be a little unstable against small characters like that, yeah.
That can be rough. You want to make sure that your attacks are hitting. Ooh, was in the scary zone for both of them. Dry tag back into Dante, getting that situation where... Oh, is this enough to kill? It is! Dante killing off Morrigan is big game here and gets the hit on Doom. If they get the kill off of this, could have been very threatening, but just like smashing Strider as an assist and going for some very intense options here, but it looks like Dante will go down. Do you think this is going to be a Dark Vergil game, or do you think this is Vergil dying on mix-up game, or what?
It's either way, it's going to be 50-50, coin flip, and I thought that was going to happen.
Trade?
He's far enough away, that's not going to...
And with that, VonDitto moves on to Winners Finals, sending Xeno to the lower side of the bracket. Excellent work to both of these players, but it looks like VonDitto, making the adjustment with the Mora Doom, was able to take out Xeno. So great work to both of these players. I think, does that mean up next, are we going to have Zaroio and X-Man Chris trying to move on in the lower stage? So if I see things on reverse stage, I change it, because most people I know don't have a proper appreciation for it, but it looks like they are fighting on river, and I think Zaroio is one of the people who actually is able to calculate the distances with it a little bit more decently than other folks. Ooh, and this patient assist-based game, Zaroio definitely at a benefit from far away, and hits with that H. Is this going to be a TAC break from X-Man Chris and gets caught from the roll-through with the assist? Gets the hit here. This is going to be a lot of damage on Gambit. No, it's going to be all the damage on Gambit, I think. The last big bullet. Because it hit two characters, it had the challenging ending, but this is going to be the end of Hulk very quickly, and it's all up to Dark Colossus. How do you feel about Dark Colossus against this team?
It's really hard. Dante back to Lariat gives you very little opportunities to get any momentum shifting, but Hulk's probably a little bit of an easier matchup.
Oh, he could potentially kill Dante here. No, he's getting the H's instead of the dashes. What a tragedy for Zaroio, but then activates the X Factor, activates the armor. Going with the overhead.
Oh my gosh. This is doable. He's got to have his X Factor. Oh, if there were a faster button, that would have worked.
Continuing to stay in armor state. And now...
throw this out a little.
Chris has managed to dodge all of the time of install. Now they're back to neutral against each other and dealing with Pipe. Oh! Zaroio's able to get around Pipe, get the hit with Colossus. Builds up the meter for if they want to invest one. Instead just goes with the
chase here.
And is armored.
Ooh,
But
it was so close.
the punish was not on deck. And the hit here for Zaroio. If they just do the same combo... Oh no,
no.
was not able to confirm. We've seen a lot of people
Nice
do
throw.
connection challenge combos this evening. Oh, got the hit. But
Alright,
then
and that's
X-Man
enough.
Chris.
Wait, I
Oh
lied.
no.
No, why did you just wait?
And with that, X-Man Chris getting the last pixel of their Haggar life to do exactly what they need and kills off Zaroio's Colossus. Colossus almost made that comeback, and this time Colossus is on point. And that was very scary, but X-Man Chris benefiting still has X-Factor for this combo on Hulk. Gambit is likely to lose a good third of his life, and this is looking very favorable for X-Man Chris, especially with this kit confirmed going to be able to... Snaps Colossus. I understand when someone almost comes back on you with a character you want to snap them, but I think Zaroio's Gambit is scarier with X-Factor than his Colossus. We'll see if that ends up playing out this time, or if the EVO winning mix-up wins in this Community Edition tournament as well. Oh, decides to do a cool version of the thing.
So
And
will
with that,
kill.
X-Man Chris going up 2-0 against Zaroio has the advantage that they need. Zaroio, are they sticking with this team? They have a lot of options available, but one of the players that is accustomed to playing in very high MS, playing from Brazil, is noted in their name. Thinking for a moment. Thinking is important. Decides to stick with the team and gets to the opposite side of the screen, putting some Gamma Waves on deck. And this is not... It catches Gambit and invests the X-Factor into the Lariat. This is looking so good for X-Man Chris. If he gets this kill on Hulk, the up TAC into the down TAC makes it look very likely. Oh, and if there had been enough life, the armor there would have been a kill on Haggar, but instead, Hulk's gonna go down and Gambit will go down. It's all up to Anchor Colossus. X-Man Chris looking in a super favorable position to win this and move on to the Learners semis as a result, I believe. Or no, the match before Learners semis? And the level 3 with Dante. This is going to be the end of Colossus, and X-Man Chris with the quick 3-0. Moving on. Where they will fight Xeno. No, Learner's Quarters, not semis. And I'm going to have to hop off to play my match against River Hamon. Good luck and have fun.
Indeed. Oh, man. Congratulations. Zaroio did an amazing run tonight. We hope to always see you any chance you get. There we go. Instantly gets the glasses off, but actually destroyed by the Beast Cannon assist. And I myself also have observed something fairly unique about running that Onslaught assist to Hunk, is it does give you a lot of the stronger 50-50 options. Hamon definitely going to try and run to the sky with Trish. He has to be aware of this if that's what happens here. Goes into the Dark Force mix, and oh, that tag punished pretty badly. Asura, however, not getting much off of that beyond that sequence. So Trish lives at half health, and John may have a bit of trouble catching. Fantastic tag on the assist. Here we go. Hamon has access to a lot of resources. Gets the the extra damage OTG pickup, but it didn't connect fully. This time it will. No, John managed to somehow stay alive through all of that. Brings back in the Hunk, and you have to be so careful if you don't want to get tripped out now. The character very capable of maneuvering around a lot of these obstacles when you have that Onslaught assist on screen. Fantastic punish. It's the simple damage output here. Dragon Cannon, and then Onslaught Beam if she had the bar, which she doesn't, so she's just going to commit to try and getting... Ooh, a strike on the Trish and the strike on the Wesker. Albane suddenly becoming the weapon of Hamon's demise, but Onslaught just barely gets off screen. Ooh, raw tag into Hunk. Shredder struggling to kill, but X Factor Hamon realizing it's going to be easy to chip out the other character here. Lets it rip. Rushes Delbane. And there is a small window of escape for Onslaught. He is just so big. Hamon easily punishing when Isisera overcommits. With this last sequence, oh, pivotal drop. Sarah still has X, which means they can weather the storm if they can hold the block properly. But a great response from Hamon. First one goes to them. And good instincts, rooting for Isisera, trying to go for the jump gun, gonna get these glasses off and do a nice about half of his life. Hunk, not a high HP character, makes up for it in his tools, but Wesker, just the perfect character to run away with the chip game. Another great touch, so close to the end of Hunk. Isisera just looking for a tag, good punish, snaps back. Ooh, the Trish assist, not actually working out. Almost happy birthday, and Isisera has access to the simple DHC kill here. Alright, going to use the Onslaught to condition. And nice try. Trish, a very small character, going to utilize her dive kicks. Giving you a fast ability to get from ground to floor much quicker than even Talwayne means it's just so hard for him to catch Trish. And perfectly fundamental play. Hamon threatening all of the movement tools, setting up the trap. And now it's up to Onslaught to probably play very much the side card, but an overcommit from Hamon gives Isisera a huge chance here. Goes for the reset, actually collects it. Hamon flinching at the wrong moment. Oh, a pivotal lack of kill. Bringing Hiryu in and Trish now hanging in the back. Both players going to let their X Factor go early here. They're not going to do too much. Ah, round trip it. Hamon spending all his bar. Almost kills his character. And it's looking really difficult for Isisera now. And unless Hamon overly commits with this assist calls, it's just no ability for the chase to happen here. And caught by Vajra. That is 2 up for Hamon. Is this going to be a character swap for Isisera? Or are they just going to let it rock? Good pickup off the Vajra. Hamon gonna get it to mid-screen, get the most damage, and get the glasses off, and Hunk may just fall here because of his low health. Things look great, and now they are just falling apart at the seams here. Nunchuck just goes on and on for pressure options. Just unable to get a successful hit, relying on Albane's inherent bulldogging ability, but still no confirms Hamon's defense, holding really tight. Still, Asura does have 3 bars, but without a singular connection, they are relying heavily on access to that onslaught, but Owen smelled it out. Gonna let it rip here. Could try Isisera, but that's gonna do a nice amount of damage. For coming down, catching the tag. Dragon Cannon just barely not killing. Ooh, nice defense from the assist, protecting the point character. Now Wesker gonna make Isisar feel it. Okay, tried to X Factor looking for Strider, but actually just got hit by it, and there we go. Hamon sending Isisar out just on the edge as they enter top 8. What in a crazy format we have tonight.
Set in casuals against Black Akatsuki because I think the team's very good. But I'm just not practiced enough with it yet in order to get the value out of it. And it looks like Xeno against X-Man Chris.
No chance of bringing back Dante?
Oh, I love Dante, and I would be happy to play him, but I was just in the process of learning this thing, so I prioritize learning over doing things that'll win.
Speaking of which, I think it's about 50-50 here, but players having to learn what they can and cannot do with Juri. As Xeno ran into multiple lariat calls, and similarly Chris got like quite a bit of those fireballs.
Oh, but this is a very dead Vergil. And with that, X-Man Chris going up against the best character on Xeno's team. Going to also get the hit on Dante, invest the X early. This is going to be likely the end of Dante, but Dark Juri is definitely a character. She could activate, she has 5 meters for Feng Shui Engine, could just stay in it the entire time, but that requires getting the hit, and instead she is going to go down. X-Man Chris taking the first game against Xeno.
I don't think anything fundamentally run too bad for Xeno there. They just got a little over antsy, and X-Men Chris definitely on their game. Oh my, yep, it's that team now.
So it looks like of the people in our top 8, all of them ended up going to base game things in order to make things work out. Ed has the mixed bracket with the double Vergil, but it seems like base game running the day. Good stuff to the excellent players who made good decisions in matches and were able to get here. X-Man Chris has this pressure, but Deadpool may not get the opportunity to get going. X-Man Chris getting his momentum, may be able to kill here meterless, and with that is in a good situation to take out Xeno. The incoming mix-up gets thrown out of it, however, and Xeno just going for the air dash back M. Unfortunately not able to get the combo in this connection. Yes, Ed, you're the only person left in bracket who's playing palette swap. Everyone else has gone to their other stuff. But
scaling high again here.
It's the double TAC and takes away so much meter in the process. Skydance that doesn't hit is a little rough for Xeno, but Xeno's in such a favorable situation. They have X Factor, they have the hit, they have 2 characters. Decides not to invest it because killing Haggar is kind of challenging. Would need a relatively good combo to make that happen. But just gets the X Factor here, and now because of that, won't even need to spend resources, I think. Decides instead go straight into $1 million off of that, and because of that, Haggar's still alive. Dante comes in with Devil Trigger, and because of that has access to the Lariat assist. Pixel Haggar as an assist is great. And with that, Dante gets knocked out. Why are you prop shredding? Just backdash Crystal. Haggar is a character that you could chip. You don't need to interact with him. And because of that, X-Man Chris has the chance for this comeback. Going into the THC, Dante is going to die a horrible death. And now, Vergil needs to deal with this incoming mix-up.
Nice pickup.
And
simple things.
Oh no! He was too late. That actually just works on Vergil. Vergil's one of the characters that outside of Devil Trigger can't get out of it. Oh my gosh, I don't think that was intentional. And
nice.
X-Man Chris going for the best punish that they could get. But it didn't quite work out. The mashing afterwards almost saves them. But
try to cancel too late.
great work with the dashing into the crouch light. You saw the cancel on Dante's special, but it was not fast enough to save him, and Zeno tying it up 1-1.
Psychic.
Okay, and this is the happy birthday for Deadpool. Psychic, you have to be happier
Nice
now.
play.
Oh no! Had been happier, but then no, it was all a reset, part of the plan. 2 resets,
I
maybe
hope
less
that
part,
wasn't part
of
of the plan because Zeno just spent a lot to get hit.
And with that, X-Man Chris gets a full combo here. This is looking like it'll be the end of Deadpool. And Chris didn't need to spend the X-Factor there, so they are in a very favorable position. Get the hit into the Haggar, but doesn't have the confirm.
Oop, yeah, you cannot do that, Nick the Hulk. Something bad will happen.
And with that, this is going to be the end of Dante. Vergil needs to come in to eat this mix. Evo winner? No Evo winner. Gets thrown. And because of that, Zeno may live through this. Has gotten the hit on Hulk. Is going
oh,
to
no,
be...
and gets it again.
And with the THC, that means that X-Men Chris has that combo available again. Will they build enough meter?
It's fine. Gets one more chance to Zeno here, but things are looking real bad.
And with that, X-Man Chris going up 2-1 against Zeno. For those who just started watching now, we're doing a community edition tournament where you could play modded characters or base game, but it looks like we're seeing some stuff going on. But this time, Zeno avoiding that gamma charge. X-Men Chris has just been doing really well with getting momentum with Hulk consistently. So if this time Zeno's able to get things onto his side, gets the TAC Infinite? No, instead Dante gets clapped.
Taking risks against big bodies is just such a tricky situation for Zeno each time.
Gets the hit, and with this, X-Man Chris investing the X-Factor, investing the THC, all the meters, but this is going to be the end of Deadpool, and with that, the incoming mix, what's available? I feel like X-Men Chris has been going for this mix, but Zeno pressing buttons has kind of gotten out of it pretty consistently.
Oh, we did it a little too late, I think.
Okay, X-Factor invested, Devil Trigger invested. And gets the washing machine, kills off Hulk. This is looking very good for Zeno. Is it such a good meter space? Is it such a good space for mix? And now solo Haggar against X-Factor 3 Vergil with 2.5 meters.
Where there's a will, there's certainly an X-Men Chris these days. Oh, not that time.
Oh,
Wait.
but got air dash accidentally, and now Zeno cleans it up. This is going to be the end of Haggar and ties up 2-2. Okay, so looks like they're both going with the same teams for this. The base game shells are exactly what's working out for them, so they're in on it. But this could go either way very easily. I feel like Zeno, Vergil, and Dante have been the stars, and Deadpool's gotten hits, but they've just all turned into not quite confirming. Ooh, X-Men Chris with the snap at the beginning of the game, trying to get that Vergil into there, but now is going to confirm off of throw and jam session. I think without X-Factor, Hulk needs to work pretty hard to make that work out.
Okay, and back to the full screen. Ooh,
And with
goes
that-
punish. How much he's going to spend is the question. Oh, doesn't have the opportunity to even spend.
Ooh, doesn't quite clip Haggar there. I like the idea from Zeno, saw that the Haggar assist came out, tried to use the bullets in order to just catch him, but now...
They should kill if he spends. Oh no, again.
But X-Man Chris has been much more consistent on the spending. Oh, snaps the Vergil and gets the back jump and confirms. This is potentially the end of Vergil. Goes for the THC. Should be able to kill meterless as a result. Very fortunate for X-Man Chris.
One more sequence on a full HP character, and then it's just Deadpool.
Oh, but missed their dash jump. And Xeno
Good
using
spend.
this time to get the level 3, it wears down X Factor and gets him an ideal incoming mix-up on Dante. Decides to bring in Deadpool for it, and good block by X-Men Chris on the cross-up.
Oh, launcher? Interesting. I assumed that was supposed to be... Yeah.
So with this, Deadpool throwing out some jabs into crouch medium, doesn't get the confirm they want, but now full screen against Haggar has the X Factor advantage if they just manage to play defensively. X-Men Chris is,
Oh, that's bad. It's so
can they
bad.
super jump? Did not get to a range where they could hit Dante, but now this is looking scary. Needs to eat the mix.
Nice breakout.
That's the X Factor. And bullets are coming in. Is there enough time for the Dante? Ends up going into the Dante Guns DHC. This means they won't have good incoming mix-up, but
And
try to
very
melee
little
with...
X-Factor time.
Ooh, went for
Got
the
punished.
dry or the tag after airplay. Gets throw, is going to be able to build up to 2 meters. Probably won't kill. Oh, never mind. Will totally kill.
Oh,
Had already
there's a
used
Team
the ground
Iceberg.
bounce. They used down TAC and also the Katana Ramba. Okay,
that's a certain
X-Men
prop shredder, so keep it simple.
has 10 Margle seconds. If they get a hit here, they got it.
I
But
will do it, but that's not going to happen. It's all Xeno.
and with that, Xeno, after making the adjustment, gets rid of the Juri on their team and wins 3-2. It looks like we're going to have... Thank you, Vetus, for making it so people can understand things. It is appreciated.
I will eliminate all obstacles.
Okay, all of the Strider incoming animations for 2099, Strider and Psylocke, and gets the initial throw. This is looking like a solid start for Dobbilicious, especially with that down TAC. Is the second TAC coming? It is, but Hamon's ready for it.
Junior making use of that unique option, but oh my god, Hamon just putting up a defensive of legs.
Okay, and with that, this is going to be a solid hit for Dobbilicious. Will they be able to get the kill, though? They will build up to 2 meters, but is 2 meters enough? Wow, was that a throw out of Excalibur? Oh no, Dobbilicious thought they had a chance, but because of that, Hamon's S whiffed over their head in the counter hit, and this is going to be the end of Shadow Lady. Dobbilicious taking the first character, and Moonstone losing a lot of life on incoming there. Will Dobby get a Strider 2099 out? Oh, went for the instant double jump overhead, but got just a regular jump instead. What a shame for Dobbilicious, but they are in an advantage situation. Do you think Dark Strider is going to make this happen?
Very much the case. Hamon has keyed in, but oh, 2 legions in a row may do some work.
Oh, got
That
the
means
hit.
he's straight out of resources going into the other Strider. But no, it
No,
worked
but-
out the way he wanted it.
Hamon got the kill. Multiple scrambles, but Hamon just won the scramble, so it worked out. And with that, Hamon going up 1-0 over Dobbilicious. Dobby ready to get back in with that team, likes the 3 ninjas. Gonna do some, what is it, High Noon at Mega Mountain? That's probably too old for everyone here to have remembered. But this is going to be a solid hit on Shadow Lady, but I feel like there was a solid hit on Shadow Lady into a TAC last time, but Hamon had been able to get out with a good TAC break. Oh, good hit into the Cyber Legion, going to be able to kill off Strider. This is looking immediately much more challenging for Hamon, but gets the hit with the standing H and has confirm available. Strider 2099 is a low health character, so he could be very dead here.
Didn't want to spend though. That was a lot of bar from Hamon.
Okay, so very clutch play by Hamon here, not putting his Moonstone at too much risk yet, but gets caught by that Tiger Need Excalibur by Strider 2099, And Dobby ready for it, goes into the super, gets with the top part of it, and then manages to have Legions work out.
And just enough. Oof.
Taking the second game against Hamon. Do you think Hamon's going to go with a team change, or they did just fine with that Dark Stridering last
they're gonna swap.
immediate change?
Hamon's like a surfer. They need to stay on the crest of their wave to fight their best.
Willing to adjust and make good decisions, because even though I'm someone who sticks with my things, I think that's just because you learn more when you stick with your things. But this is a better decision if you want to win. If you're like, hey, I know I could play better with these other things, you can invest in that way in order to get as far as you can in bracket. And it looks like it went most of the way there, this time with the Wolverine Laura staying in instead of the Trish. But this team, very solid, and gives Wesker access to both the Berserker Barrage Assist and also access to Vajra. Oh, had
Almost
the hit.
perfect call out.
Oh, and that was a great use of the Psylocke assist. Got the hit, but didn't get the confirm. Lots of use of the Tiger Need Graham, but Wesker teleporting right in between the hits of Graham, getting caught by some things, but now we're getting Vajras on both sides. Oh, trying to take a turn, but I believe that was Strider's turn. Ends up going for the super. Tried to DHC, but instead Strider's recovery is so fast that he doesn't get the chance to DHC. He was just recovered.
Okay, Psylocke gets caught by that Vajra assist. Luckily, Hamon didn't have a lot of resources. Chose Snap as a better option.
Okay, and Dark Strider definitely a threat. Oh, doesn't have meter to DHC, but the mid-screen version puts Strider... Oh, the dry tag is going to get punished, and now that means Strider loses the majority of their life and gets caught by the Vajra assist. Hamon cleaning it up with this team change.
Ooh,
He's
you
going
cannot
to be
keep
able
double
to
jumping.
kill. High noon at Mega Mountain, Taz. They all have the same incoming or startup animation for joining the battle. And it looks like Dobby feels like everything there was the correct decision. Oh, but this is going to be Phantom Dance. The glasses are off. Gets a mix with the Vajra, and this is going to be likely the end of 2099. Not the end. Went for a mix instead of just killing. And now, let's see, are we going to see a TAC? We've seen plenty of them, but oh no, it just drops the combo.
Wait, that almost was a heavy
Strider!
birthday.
The standing heavy catching there was so beneficial, and now Wesker dies while 2099 survives. Everything looking much better for Dobbilicious than it was just a moment ago.
Yeah, you cannot challenge her like that, though.
Okay, and Laura coming in, but gets thrown. Vajra doesn't work out, but the dash back into Oki was the correct plan. Has 2 meters. Is this going to be enough to get the kill?
Definitely. He has the DHC available. 1.
But the DHC that's available is Strider 2099. You need a knockdown or something to make that work.
I thought you could do Maelstrom into Legion.
And with that, this is going to be the end of Strider most likely, as long as Dobbilicious finishes this combo. Goes into the side thrust. And is this enough? X Factor comes out, gets caught on the opposite side, but manages to survive. Hamon keeping the 2 characters on his team intact and gets the hit.
Ooh, nice call out. It's a matter of X Factor time more than anything else here.
Hits on the backside of Excalibur. And the front side of the next slasher. Or next slicer. Okay. Decides to let Strider 2099 die, but Dobbilicious in a very favorable position here to... Oh, maybe not. There's plenty of meter for Hamon. Decides to snap, doesn't want to deal with Dark Strider. And this is looking very possible for either of them, and Hamon with the first hit. Is he going to be able to kill here?
Just
Goes
short,
for the down
Never mind.
TAC, and
Now
with
we've got
that...
Oh.
Is going to need to use the follow-up because he didn't let Legion hit, but follow-up still gets this kill, and with that, it's all down to Anchor Psylocke with X Factor 3. Will she be able to make it work? She has access to ninjutsu.
I have faith.
Oh.
Rust. Oh, that almost got completely controlled.
And with that, Hamon takes it 3-1 over Dobbilicious, the Wesker Strider, with that Wolverine Laura clutching it out. Good stuff. Understanding why people use silver and silverware is that it has antimicrobial properties that make it so it is safer to interact with your food as a byproduct, because I think the cell walls of many bacteria break down in relation to the structure of silver. But wooden, I don't know enough about what the advantages are to say if it's a great idea. But what seems to be a great idea is Edsadiet getting the hit with this Nero. No, that's not an essay. I was just saying the tiny bits of information I have on this. This was random drama YouTuber. This was not video essay levels of information.
Oh, you tried? I think that's going to be Spencer. Didn't trust it. Spirit Flame it is.
So Nero has armor there, so he would have won against Spencer, I believe. But he's also going to kill off Doom, which is better than just surviving against Spencer. Looking favorable.
Ooh, okay, this is definitely becoming a worse situation for Von Doom. Yeah, that gun's very fast.
Oh, Dark Vergil potential here, but it could be on either side. It looks like VonDitto coming in, got the hit on Nero, went for the Helmbreaker, and then does it again, but doesn't have the confirm. Oh, this time hitting DMC5. Vergil should be able to kill him relatively quickly, activates the Devil Trigger. The teleports are working for VonDitto. We've seen a lot of our other Vergils drop high time into teleport into anything today, so it's nice to see VonDitto being able to confirm this into what he needs to, and kills off Edsadiet before they even get to use X Factor on their Vergil. The Dark Vergil comeback. Spencer Doom Vergil doing some work. Let's see if Ed's able to make some adjustments for it. But this time, Nero had gotten all the advantage early last time, but this time it looks like he's going to go down to some Spencer command throw resets. It's rough when you're playing from West Coast and you anticipate that and hold up back, but your holding up back is still not enough to get out of the command throw reset. Ooh, great use of the Rapid Slash with the Zips is going to be able to kill off DMC5 Vergil or go for the snap. Let's see what VonDitto ends up prioritizing. Ends up prioritizing the kill because they have an ideal mix-up after the Bionic maneuvers. Vergil going to come in. And nice block while also having the Rapid Slash in order to confirm. VonDitto playing that game perfectly, and with it, I think we're going to see some number of golden letters. Marvel players in chat, can you tell me how many letters are golden there? Because I think that we've had some variance within the community. Wizard Tim, as an educator, what's your prediction about the outcome of how many letters the Marvel community think is in 5?
I think I'm going to hear 5 golden letters. I'm going to hear what's a letter. I'm going to hear, wait, we're supposed to be reading? We didn't say there was going to be any reading on this assignment.
Yeah, it looks like this test, you thought it would be a palette swap test. You get the pop quiz of dealing with some Doom Vergil, and then you learn that Perfect has 5 letters in it. The vowels have been removed, as Shogundo's mentioning. You don't have the Perfect mod installed. It is not the 5 letters on here. It is the 7.
So hear me out.
Oh,
We're going to put a
okay.
disclaimer in one of the brackets when they sign up, only for them to discover it's just a Kahoot.
Okay, it looks like Ed decided that the problem was Nero and one of his dads. Still wants to keep the base game version of them in, but is now with Cyclops and Onslaught, a team that they are very practiced with in the competitive environment. Hitting with the backside of Optic Blast over 3 times in the beginning game is pretty wild, and this is going to be the end of Spencer as a result. And Von Doom getting to Salt, get some photons on the screen. It is scary to do some of these against Psyche because he actually has beams that have enough to interact in relatively favorable ways at certain angles. Gets the hit with that, and now this is going to be potentially the end of Dr. Doom, able to do so meterlessly here, and Edsadiet in a good position, but how do you feel about Dark Vergil?
You have to be really careful about your opening because he can blow through most of Cyclops' options just like that. Oh.
Okay, it looks like Dreams do die this time, and Vergil's the one who killed them. Let's see if he's
Bury
going
the
to
light.
also kill another Vergil.
Bury the other light.
Okay, Onslaught does have a lot of health, so if he gets past the X-Factor time, Vergil will need to hit him multiple times in order to kill him. Gets the teleport. This is huge for Edsadiet, going to be able to combo into Beam. Ditto now out of X-Factor, and this is not going to confirm. Believed that VonDitto was just going to block there.
Just for another checkmate.
Going for this chip, and I believe that's going to kill. Edsadiet gets on the board by going away from the majority of his going away from DMC5 Vergil and going to that Cyclops Onslaught. But this time Von Doom doing much better in the Spencer versus Cyclops matchup, able to get that hit, and this is going to be a lot of damage on Psyche, probably the end of his life.
Finish it off.
Okay, Spencer gets to come back in. No, leaves the Doom in for the mix.
I got hit.
And with that, this is going to be the end of Vergil. Has access to the Spencer assist still. And Spencer DHC should let him have access to an 80k after the fact. May not even need it. May just kill Vergil here. Now, Onslaught against the full team. Gets the throw. And Ed ready to do something with it. Though, Ed, I would appreciate some X-Factor here, because now you actually need to fight Spencer. And fighting Spencer is much less good than just getting to kill Spencer. And gets the kill on Spencer. Needed to use way more resources because of that drop, but still favorable position. Goes for the teleport. Uses armor to get through the foot dive and then combos or goes into the Sentinel drone. Very cool stuff. Catches, teleport on deck, is going to be able to kill off Doom. And with that, it's down to Vergil versus Onslaught. X-Factor waning on both sides. Edsadiet can definitely make this happen. Oh, it looks like one hit of the anti-Frankie G Infinite is going to be enough. And with that, Edsadiet doing it with the Onslaught, tying it up 2-2 against VonDitto in this winner's final set. VonDitto taking a moment to think, was like, dang, I was ready to win that game, but then Ed's Onslaught, too clean against the Vergil. The thinking. Okay, the Point Nova. Now it's the Nova Spencer Doom, I assume. Instead of going with the Dark Anchor, trying to do the team composition that they feel more solid with each of the characters, I could see this being a good decision.
Wonderland.
Let's see how they approach this. Gets the initial hit and then the throw. This is looking good for ShinyVonDitto, but misses their stand medium to get that confirmed, and instead gets a happy birthday, going to be able to go straight into Beam, into Bionic Arm, into Spear Flame X-Factor. No, instead decides to go for Double Arm, which is going to leave one of these characters alive. Onslaught gets out, and Cyclops gets out as well, but he dies to the Plasma Beam.
I'm just gonna let it rip. Good defense option if your opponent's gonna be in a committal situation like that.
I feel like it would have been worth it to X-Factor there, just because, like, had the X-Factor's already been used by VonDitto and could have killed off Spencer, but instead is going to be in Devil Trigger so they don't build meter during this, and the Snap takes out the majority of Onslaught's red life, and the mix is going to be able to get the kill. Okay, Dark Vergil coming in. I think he gets hit by the shield here. Does not get hit by shield. And with that, Dark Vergil has some drops, so Nova's getting more chances to play. This is looking very solid for VonDitto. Has managed to get rid of 1/3 of the X Factor time remaining. Loses Nova, but there's going to need to be at least 2 touches for Spencer to die here without assist. Okay, that was the first touch. Just needs to get the confirmation, but at this point, going to need to spend bar, and now is at a point where 1 touch is going to kill him off. Went for the guess. I like going for the guess there, because if you're right, you win the game. If you're wrong, you're safe because of Doom. And with that crouch light, it looks like ShinyVonDitto is going to move on to Grand Finals winner's side and sends Edsadiet to the Learner's Final of the bracket.
Close opportunities, but Von Doom just had the momentum.
Good stuff to both of these players, and Von Doom, like, some people may have some feelings about the base game stuff, but Von Doom adjusted. They didn't go from a palette swap thing to...
Like Juri's dive kicks are just so much worse when you have to deal with an even stronger dive kick.
Yeah, I feel like Jam Session Assist can be really helpful, but you need to be fortunate with it. And gets the hit, is going to be able to... Didn't get the confirm. And now, extra chance, hits Wesker on this side, and is going to be able to potentially kill the character. Xeno doing well, but goes for a TAC when it's unnecessary, and hits with the crouch M, but has the across the country confirms, is not able to get it, but this is going to kill Juri and do massive damage to Dante. No, kill Dante. Decides to DHC early because Phantom Dance tracks the dead character, so it does not always hit the assist if you kill the point character first. And Hamon just going in there with all the traps, but all the traps only work when you get this character. And Trish gets to survive. This is very fortunate for Hamon. Gives an extra chance for him to win this tournament, potentially. Getting in there against Xeno, but now Wesker's drawn in. X Factor is almost done. This is looking heavily in Hamon's favor.
Oh, he's going to play it out here. He's going to give him a nice little bar boost.
Oh, actually dive kicked straight into the round trip. And now if Xeno gets a hit, we'll have enough to build Dark Angel. And getting Dark Angel gets clipped by Legion even though the teleport was there. And with that, this is going to be Hamon taking the first game over Xeno. Do you think Xeno's staying with any modded character, sticking with the Juri? Or do you think this is going to some Deadpool?
I think he's going to Deadpool here. Specifically for that Trish matchup.
Yeah, Deadpool, definitely a character that has a decent amount of tools for dealing with the types of spaces that Trish likes to travel in. Is able to be effective at both controlling airspace, and does need to be a little aware of this Vajra assist though, but when he has Jam Session, he could jump into the Jam Session and have it protect him from Vajra. Jab's coming in. On the high MS, it could be so challenging to deal with just jump gun. Oh, got the dash jump light, but if you instant overhead someone out of Dante instead of into Dante, you don't get a confirm there. And now Hamon going to get in there with this active, goes for TAC, but it gets broken, and now Xeno gets the pressure with his Deadpool. Great block on the Mad Wheel.
Has to be super careful. This version of the team does actually have a very strong team hyper with Trish behind.
Okay, the mix just decides to play it safe, see if Xeno's gonna press some buttons, and Xeno does press some buttons into the Vajra. This time gets thrown and caught in the assist.
Fantastic use of that sequence.
Oh, but the happiest of birthdays into the Skydance. Keep it reasonable. And with that, this is going to be the end of Strider and the end of Wesker. It looks like playing some Deadpool May Cry. The thing that was actually the correct decision is hitting your combo with Dante, right? Okay, Dark Trish, though, a character we don't get to see often. She has 5 meters on deck here, so she could definitely kill. Oh, both of them with the same frame X Factor, but Hamon's the one who capitalizes off of it. This is going to be the end of Vergil, and Dante comes in. What's the mix-up? Does she have time to set up? Round Harvest. X Factor is going to mean that Xeno gets to play here.
No, he's just barely found the gap. Put that in on. And yeah, just slowing Xeno down so much.
Was able to burn out all of Xeno's X Factor timing, but Xeno just teleports in and Round Harvest is going to clear that up. Hamon going up another game. It looks like making sure to go to your main stuff first game instead of waiting till second game is serving him well, because now Xeno needs to try and make a reverse 3-0 in order to make this happen. Okay, so this time gets the throw. Jam Session protects him from getting caught by the Strider assist, but doesn't have the confirm available on deck. Sometimes that online timing can be very challenging. And Hamon whipping multiple normals in Xeno's face, but not being in the position to get the confirm. Devil Trigger activated. And great job getting under there by Hamon. This is looking... gets the mix up from Phantom Dance. I assume that was intended to be a combo instead of a mix, but the Vortex is able to hit Wesker and stop Strider. This is looking good for Xeno. Not building meter, but the ground bounce will give him enough time to get just enough. Not quite. Okay, and now Hamon going to get caught. This is the end of Wesker, but there is no meter available for Xeno to fight this Trish and Strider. So Trish, without meter, she doesn't really have a confirm off of Vajra assist, but if you get Helmbreaker, it doesn't matter what your confirms are, unless you break their TAC. Ooh, and with that, extra chances from both sides. Each of them are getting to play their characters more times than they were anticipating. And with that, that's going to be the end of Dante, but Hamon is now out of meter in order to fight this Dark Vergil. Nice job getting under in time. This is going to be not the end of Vergil, but the second hit will be. Has X Factor available. Decides not to X, but should still kill Vergil with the high voltage. So Hamon taking it 3-0. Looks like the decision to start with the main chicken was a good one, and even though there were lots of close matches, Hamon taking it, moving on to fight Edsadiet in the Learners Finals of this tournament. Other
than Wesker, Hamon actually has a good team to just break through the Vergil stuff. So we'll see if Ed changes his mind, but there's a lot of good on both of these teams, so...
How did that not hit Wesker? Strider lost 2/3 of his life there, but Wesker just dodged every bit of...
magic math pattern.
But Nero going to dodge much less of this. This is going to be... Oh, he gets a chance to play? And with the trade, ends up going in his favor. That doesn't happy birthday.
Oh.
And because it didn't happy birthday, now DMC5 Vergil going to get caught. Is this going to catch both of them? It does. X Factor?
Really would X. Yeah, there we go.
And with that, Hamon kills off DMC5 Vergil and kills off Vergil. Perfect decision making by Hamon there, making it happen. No, that doesn't birthday tabs.
Ooh,
I'm thinking about it on win. Okay, and going to hit this assist for quite a bit of damage. Manages to do all of that without Nero getting a clear hit on him, but now the Strider assist also getting beaten down on pretty substantially. But let's see, goes for another Phantom Dance. This time, will the armor hit? The armor gets out, and because of that, we're going to see some Petal Array. And it's still Nero's turn, because when he uses that super, it is his turn, but it can also do damage in combo. Oh, going for some charge shot, but now Wesker manages to make it out, and Trish, we've seen the trap placement from Hamon's Trish has been really good. Lots of people have been getting hit by maybe 4 to 6 traps in a match, even outside of confirms, so he's just been making sure to cover the way people want to move around. But Nero has armor there.
He does have big buttons, though, so there's always a chance he will trigger traps on almost everything he does, so subtlety, not a specialty.
Oh, didn't get the bold cancel into special. And the super was not fast enough. Going to catch with Phantom Dance. And is this going to be X? Does not invest the X factor. Petal Array catches Strider there and hit both, but then Eds on the West Coast did not get the opportunity to confirm on both Strider and Wesker with that connection from coast to coast.
Wesker did his work.
DMC5 Vergil losing the majority of his life, and now it's all up to Vergil, but best character for it to be up to. Kills off 1,
That's
kills
2.
off 2, all up to Trish. Both of them have X Factor. Oh, X Factor used for Hamon, and hits with the dive kick. This should build enough meter to get the kill. And with that, Hamon goes up 2-0 against Edsadiet.
That was the mythical third strike toe touch. Perfectly plus when you do that.
Bringing the glasses out of nowhere. Nice work, Trish. And it looks like Edsadiet, just like in the winner's side, decides that one of the fathers and the son needs to go, brings in the dreams that will not die, and Onslaught. Hammer Space? So Hammer Space... Yes, okay. Trish has Hammer Space. I should have been respectful of the interdimensional ability to draw things as an anime character. I guess it does mean that Marvel is an anime game because it has Hammer Space in it.
I mean, it also has Deadpool.
This is true. Oh, this is looking so much more favorable for Ed immediately. Playing characters he is more practiced in.
Oh no, we got the pivoting corner.
Now, looking favorable, building up the meter, has the shockwave confirm on Trish, will be able to kill her off if he invests resources and hits his combo despite it being coast to coast. Decides because it's coast to coast, just level 3, make it easy. Oh wait, there was a $5 additional donation in order to get it up to 150. Thank you to whoever decided to balance that out. Oh, and gets thrown after their own X Factor. It looks like Cyclops is the solution. And with that, Ed, after getting smoked 2 games, OCVs with the Cyclops, clearing up Hamon's entire team. Phantom Dance ends up getting caught this time. This is looking pretty solid for Ed, but having glasses off makes everything easier.
And I think that little corner, Wesker's gunshot's just faster than your ability to react with laser. Yeah, look, exactly like that.
Oh, but in any of these situations, oh, that didn't combo. That was just more buttons.
Oh, this is not going to work the way you want it.
Happiest of birthdays? Oh no, not a happy birthday. Gets the cross up and the kill on Wesker. Decides to leave Vergil in with access to the assist. Went for the teleport into the Helmbreaker, or the jump into Helmbreaker, didn't get it, and now Trish is getting a chance to play and is going to get either double super or just the setup. Ends up double supering. Not going to be enough to get the kill here.
That did.
Okay, still has half of X Factor remaining. Everything is pretty favorable here, but Dark Onslaught, very possible. Maybe not this time, though. X Factor, very likely to get some damage in. Ooh. X Factor for Ed.
I would be very afraid of Strider. Everything does so much to you.
Yeah, Strider's super dead here, and Trish is very likely to be dead, too. Oh, misses the input multiple times, ends up going for the Sentinel drones, almost has the confirm,
nice.
But instead clears it up with the H, is going to tie up the score 2-2. Ed showing that they are a beast with their team, doing the work. Has Ed been placing better in the East Coast tournaments than they have on the West Coast tournaments, despite being a SoCal player?
I think they break even, to be honest. They just
I
place
mean,
really
they
well.
placed second on the last East Coast, and that's the highest they placed, right? Oh, but this time they want to take either first, they don't want to take that third curse, so trying to do this with the Cyclops, but the use of Trish is just getting work done. Is this going to be an X Factor? It is, and because of that, Trish goes down.
Oh, the heel
Pressing
hook.
buttons. Okay, mix on incoming Vergil. And this is going to be X Factor immediately, kill off the Vergil, ends up using the triple hyper, has 1 meter left to mess up Onslaught, but has 2/3 of X Factor remaining.
And so much speed against Onslaught's buttons. Oh no.
Oh, hit Strider there. Oh, went for it. Is this going to be... Ends up jump blocking. Do they have a solution? Oh, that could have potentially been the end of Strider, but instead it's the end of Onslaught, and with that, Hamon is going to
It's not the end. Now it is.
take it 3-2, moving on into Grand Finals against ShinyVonDitto. Great work to Ed in making top 3, placing 3rd, and Hamon moving on to see whether this is VonDitto's night or whether it is the night of Hamon.
And thank you everybody who has been sticking with us for this fantastic Tuesday. If you wanted to,
She doesn't have particularly great answers to the move.
Alan can break through the H, but there's also a lot of spots where it's just going to completely beat her options.
Ooh, and fast action there, was able to get that and hit the assist a little bit more. It looks like the Laura seems like it's a good decision, but Von Doom dropping so many potential confirms is really working out in Hamon's favor until now, because Hamon is going to take some damage on Laura. Is this going to be enough for a kill? I appreciate that by VonDitto. A lot of people would do the autopilot into dry tag into Doom there, but Doom had a lot of red life and decided that they instead want this snap on Strider, gets the mix, and is going to be able to get this kill here, because they have bionic maneuvers, DHC, and oh my gosh, the red light version of the blaster is so much damage. Strider is done.
Pick it up, finish it up. 80k.
And this is not looking great for Wesker. Let's see, is there the tag into Doom this time? No, there is not, and because of that, Nova dies, and now things are looking much more even in between the two of them. And the falling S caps Laura. She is going to go down. I think it's only a single meter because of the hat, and now Wesker needs to eat this incoming mix-up. You think it's the one from the top or the one that's a zip? One from the top?
Yep.
Has X Factor, has the hit, and goes for the reset instead of using either. Going to be able to get X Factor into a dead Wesker. And with that, ShinyVonDitto taking the first game after a very good start by Hamon with the Laura. Okay, Hamon immediately, decisions were made and they were incorrect. Time to bring Wesker onto point. Okay, so the Wesker into... Oh! I'm not expecting a Dante from Hamon. I'm expecting a Trish and a Strider, and it looks like that is the correct decision. Trish coming in, Strider coming in, and this is the Team Darkness version of it with the Dark Wesker, Dark Strider, a little bit of color coming in with Trish.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nova being shut
Phantom
down
Dance?
a lot more with this kind of team offerings. It was him being able to move so much. Oh, that's not intended.
Accidental gravimetric blaster. It did not work out, but X Factors to try and save things and getting stuff on screen. Hamon managed to deal with the entirety of X Factor time, and the Trish assist was still there.
I mistimed that a lot, don't worry.
Okay, and the 2M there from Nova, just a poke, but Hamon ready for it, not caught by these lows. And I feel like those traps have just been such a good point for Hamon, has been catching folks, and because of that, Nova goes down the second time they fell into a trap. And now, oh no, was outside the range and didn't get the Jaguar run follow-up. Sometimes that H button to get the knee doesn't work out, and because of that, we are going to see a dead Wesker here. And Sphere Flame is still going to get ideal incoming mix-up timing with either character, decides to do it with Spencer. And great throw to deal with that advancing guard, but because of the drop on the combo afterwards, Trish is still alive. And gets the hit on Spencer. Won't have anything to confirm off of that, but is in a favorable situation. She could put traps on screen. She's at a point where getting more of a life lead is relatively easy in this specific matchup. She could fight from angles that Spencer doesn't particularly enjoy being at. And got the hit, but got the accidental double jump after launch. Very unfortunate. Went for a launch of their own there, and is going to be able to be in a favorable situation against Spencer repeatedly, but is this going to be an opportunity for a random arm at some point? Oh, looks like instead that's going to be the voltage into an X-Factor, catches the Spencer, but VonDitto, known for loving their Doom, may be able to do something against this team of 2 inepts.
Hamon does burn all the bar, and sure, there was no X-Factor present, but still, letting your own time paper this much gives VonDitto a lot more opportunities than you'd think.
That could have been in potential, but now Strider and Trish, major advantage. This is a matchup that is in Strider's favor substantially. See, he did a thing that could potentially win him neutral there, but also couldn't be punished by full screen photons because it had so little recovery. Putting out good stuff on the screen.
Trying to throw, you could see that. Wait, it's not done.
I think even with the speed of Doom's damage, this does not work out because going to need to kill Strider. Trish is at full life. Strider dies relatively quickly. Doesn't die.
Never mind.
Oh, but that's the way it could have gone the other way. But now, VonDitto being tied up by Hamon. That Trish play, too consistent. It seemed like when it got down into the Spencer versus Trish matchup, Hamon was just very ready for it and ready to figure out how to avoid interaction, not get caught by his good footsies tools. But this time, Wesker getting thrown. Do you think Wesker is going to die a horrible death?
I mean, these Nova Spencer teams do have a way of doing it, but choose the snap route.
Snaps instead. And the jabs of Doom, Strider here, likely to go down. This time brings in the Doom. Strider going to lose all of his life quite quickly, and because of the DHC and Dispenser, has ideal timing for the mix-up on Trish. Trish has been one of the problems, so I think it's very important for him to get this mix. And she went back into the shield there. That was very unfortunate for Trish. Upward TAC. Okay. Going to build plenty of meter, so even if they don't do an infinite, this is still going to be a very good situation for VonDitto. Goes for Sphere Flame and kills her off, and is able to tag in Spencer for the mix.
Nice block. Good breakout. The players still have X, so there's a lot more game left here. Never mind.
And with that, this is going to be the end of Wesker. This is now Hamon's tournament life on the line. VonDitto closing it out with a near perfect in that game, going up 2-1 against Hamon. Hamon immediately back into it.
Instantly off of the glasses.
Oh, using some jabs there. 2M connects, but does not have the connection off of Plasma Beam. That could have been a tragedy for Hamon, but because it worked out, still getting to play in this game.
Oh, Spider just getting hit a lot, though.
Though now hitting both Nova and Doom for tons of damage. Gets the connection, but could have X-Factor there. Oh, X-Factor goes to Hamon instead, making sure to get this cross-up kill off Nova, and now has the incoming mix on Spencer. This is looking good.
Take over. Oh my god, 2 for 2. Fantastic choice to reset.
And
Oh, wait.
flips
I
out
would X
there.
this.
Yeah, I would also X to save. Oh no, Doom's gonna get clipped by this, isn't he? No, it just ran out in time. But red life going to mean Doom dies instantly on that, and now Spencer also in a terrifying situation. He has X Factor, but he has no meter, so he can't threaten arm. Gets in there with the gun, and Hamon tying it up 2-2. If he gets this game, he will reset the bracket, and if not, ShinyVonDitto will take the tournament. Okay, Phantom Dance incoming.
Just gonna stay patient. Respects the opportunity.
Going with some dolphin kicks. Hits, and this time the happy birthday's confirmed off of. Goes straight into Beam, kills off Strider, and is going to have Bionic Maneuver, so they get the follow-up. Some 80Ks coming in. This is looking very favorable for VonDitto.
Here comes the meter.
80K number 1. And with that, Wesker left it a pixel. Didn't get the Tiger Knee and gets the Armor Piercer. Used the X Factor for it though, so that means Trish X Factor 3 can be at advantage for fighting this team. But needs to use the X now. Zip gets a catch, using some of the Tarzan swing to avoid this, and now X Factor time burning down, but Hamon gets the hit, doesn't have the confirm available, however.
Oh, so many close confirms. Hamon just working for it here.
And with the throw, kills off Spencer. Okay, in a favorable position.
Defense to offense. Incredible work here.
And in a situation going for the human rocket, and great block there by Hamon. Okay,
Yeah.
Hamon does have meter, so if he hits Nova, he should be able to get the kill, but building meter for VonDitto is scary, because even just Doom being able to do Photon Array is starting to get to the point where it feels like the chip is actually quite threatening.
Alright, that's going to be all of Hamon's resources for that, so... In terms of chessboard plays, you know, Von Doom played the right play, didn't get too aggressive, didn't call the assists.
And
It
the
all
foot
pays
dive
out.
from the heavens. And with that, ShinyVonDitto is your champion of the first Community Edition tournament run on East Coast, and takes it 3-2 over Hamon, who is our excellent second place, taking it over Ed, which is the third. So great work to all of these players, but ShinyVonDitto is your champion this evening. Oh, was the killing foot dive actually an attempt to fly? I understand, VonDitto.